Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Barbaro Stadium to watch today's varsity football game, where the visiting Naperville North Huskies are here for your Neuqua Valley Wildcats. Your school is constantly in the public eye. The school, its athletes, and its fans are always judged by the opposition's fans, players, and by all who come to see your team perform. Make certain your school and its programs are the types that bring praise and admiration. Sports are a vital part of your school's image. Make it a good one. Please locate the nearest gate to exit the stadium in case of poor weather or an emergency. There will be an announcement made if such a procedure is needed. Today's football game, referees and umpires are referee Tom Hillardy, umpire Frank Enda, linesman Steve Fisher, line judge Steve Hammerstein, and back judge Mike Brown. Now, ladies and gentlemen, please stand and put your hands together for the 2020-2021 Neuqua Valley Marching Wildcats. At this time, please remove your hat as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem under the direction of Mr. Greg Schwigler. Our flag is located to the west side of the stand.
And it's time to hit the gridiron, folks. Welcome to Barbaro Stadium inside of Neuqua Valley High School for today's varsity football matchup as the Neuqua Valley Wildcats play host to the Naperville North in the first football game of the spring. And we welcome you again from Neuqua Media here on YouTube, neuquatv.org. I am Dominic Leacani. Alongside me is my partner and new member of the Neuqua Media team, Connor Burns. Connor, what's going on?
Feeling great today. You know, it doesn't feel like the spring. It feels like it's September watching the first game out here. Very excited for this matchup today between Neuqua Valley and Naperville North. I feel like we got something brewing. I wrote up a few keys to the game today. First off, for North, I want them to run the ball. Duckworth is your man. Stay confident in the run and don't let up in it. Also, be ready for anything on defense. Ellinghaus is a literal wild card of a coach. Almost 0 to no predictions with this play calling. And for our Neuqua Valley Wildcats, don't force an all-out air attack. R.J. Cluxton is starting today. I believe his first varsity start ever. You don't want to just throw him in. You want to throw him into the mix. Keep it calm. Keep it simple. And also on defense, pack the box. Expect the run. Show signs of blitz, but also stay on your heels. Be ready for the pass.
So here we go. We're just about set to get underway here. Again, the first football game of the season. Again, obviously due to COVID-19, it pushes us back into the spring. But here we are on March 20th of 2021. The 2020-2021 football season is officially about to get underway, and we are super excited. And like you said, we were talking about this earlier, it feels like we're in the middle of September.
It does.
Neuqua Valley to receive the kickoff. Here we are underway. Game number 1. is set to go, and it is returned here by the Wildcats. Steaming up the middle is number 3, Carter Sesse. He's taken down at around the 33-yard line, and we are off and running.
Love that block right in the middle, clearing up a massive hole for him. Here we go with this Cats offense. Expect a run from running back Armani Moreno. I'm just ready to see this happen. Let's go.
So the Wildcats getting ready here, the offensive side of things. Again, we were mentioning there was a pretty big QB battle for the starting job between junior R.J. Cluxton and sophomore Mark Meneke. And it looks like we'll see Mark Meneke actually start this one, number 18, the left-handed sophomore. We saw him on the basketball court, and you'll see him on the baseball field as well this year, that 3-sport athlete. He'll take it out of the shotgun here at around the 32-yard line. 2 wide receivers to his right, 2 to his left. Meneke back for the pass. Scrambling, he'll go up the middle and run. Now he's at the 35. Cuts to his right, the 40. And he's taken down at around the 45.
Look at that hole straight up the middle.
For a first down.
Look at that hole straight up the middle. Absolutely beautiful on that offensive line. A great run by Meneke hitting in the outside.
So the first play for the Wildcats of the season. Meneke couldn't find an open target downfield. He takes matters into his own hands, and he gets a first down right at the 45-yard line. Wildcats still in their end of the field, and they've got good positioning now. Meneke now still out of the shotgun. Throws over to Borski on the left side. He'll run, and he'll get dragged down by number 1, Anthony Bonamo.
Love that.
He'll pick up around 2 to 3 yards.
Great job by North covering the outside there.
So 2nd and 6. Ball now at around the 48-yard line, 49-yard line.
Love this production by the Wildcats so far. Just driving straight down the field. Ground and pound, baby.
Meneke still out of the shotgun. Now he's got 3 wide receivers to his right, just 1 to his left. Rolls out to his right. Meneke fires. It's called. Great. That's pass. Number 15.
Fantastic throw by Meneke. Threaded the pocket, put it right where that corner just could not get to the ball. Great pass.
Meneke's pass complete to Noneman.
Justin Noneman, the junior, with a phenomenal catch on the right side of the field, just beyond that hash mark, and is taken down, but another Wildcat first down.
I'm very excited with this Wildcats offense. Even through the first game, all I've seen is just greatness out of this. I'm expecting a run here. I like the right side.
Got Borski in the backfield. He'll take the handoff, go up the middle, and only take around a yard there. So it looked like he was going up the middle, then he cut to the right.
Yeah, fantastic. Fantastic by the Naperville North D-line, just covering that hole, not letting him get anywhere.
Tackled by
Well, this is a very young Wildcats team. A lot of juniors and sophomores, as well as some seniors returning from last year. The pitch over to Borski on the left, and he'll try to sweep to the outside, but he'll be taken down. Looks like they wanted the ball to come. The ball did come loose there.
Who has it?
It's, well, let's see who has it.
It is staying Neuqua Valley football.
Yeah, it looks like they recover it there.
Gotta watch that ball security. North covered that perfectly, sent the whole team straight to the left side with them.
That'll be 3rd down and 11.
3rd and 11 now. Meneke gonna need to get something going. 9:57 remaining here in the first quarter. We're just underway from Neuqua Valley High School, Barbaro Stadium. The Wildcats playing host to the Naperville North Huskies. All live here on Neuqua Media on YouTube, NeuquaTV.org as well. Meneke out of the shotgun, looking, can't find any room, hits his own man, he's down.
No, he's not down yet.
Gets it downfield. Oh, it's almost caught by Carter Sesse with one hand at around the 15-yard line. What a scramble.
Even though it wasn't completed, look at the athleticism from Meneke. Fantastic scramble in the pocket. He almost got taken down, I think, twice. Look at that throw, too. Perfectly on target, even though the Wildcats could not convert. I like what we saw out of that offense on that first drive.
So 4th and long. Wildcats going to bring out their special teams here. Number 41, Sam Horvat, the senior, is going to do the punting.
And then we're rolling with this Naperville North offense.
Snap is off. Horvath puts it downfield. It's going to be taken at around the 20-yard line. Ball is loose! They're pointing every which way down the field at around the 20-yard line, but it's going to stay Husky ball.
Horvath kick. Received by Jones and tackled by Allen.
Christian Allen
Located.
made the stop there. Ball came loose,
And it'll be 1st and 10, Naperville North.
but the Huskies recover and regain possession.
Love this set. As I said earlier, pack the box. Look at Duckworth in the running back position.
Number 5, Jonathan Bell, wins the starting job over his sophomore competition here at North. He'll take the snap out of the shotgun and hand it off.
Look at that.
Is that Duckworth? It was. Duckworth is taken down, and he'll lose about a yard on that carry. He tried to cut over to his right. It does not work, and the first play on the defensive side of the ball for the Wildcats goes in their favor. 2nd and 11 now. Here 9-16 and counting here remaining in the first quarter. Still 0-0 our score. Wildcats had the first possession of the game. They were unable to convert anything into points with that.
That's what I told you the first time. Pack that box. Do it again, Neuqua.
Bell pass. That pass is complete to the right side and out of bounds. And number 8, Adam Sturtz.
To Williams.
Excuse me, Stefan Williams, number 3, makes the catch, goes out of bounds.
3rd down and 4.
8:54 now on the clock here. It's still 0-0.
3rd and 4. Need a big stop here if you're Neuqua. Stop them early. Get your offense back on the field. Let them produce again.
Bell out of the shotgun. 2 wide receivers to his left, and a huge stop there. They try to go to Duckworth with the run up the middle. He tried to cut the other way.
Look at that. Just packing the box. It works. They love to run the ball, completely just shutting it down. They threw that one pass in there to kind of throw them off a little bit, but then they go straight back to the run. Love what this Neuqua team is doing right now. They look great.
It is 4th down and 4.
It's going to force 4th down here, and the Huskies on their first set of downs, unable to convert it into a first down.
Yeah.
And they force a special teams unit out. The punt is up and away. That is going to roll way downfield for number 10 for the Wildcats, and
Down at about the 16-yard line. Wildcats will be starting the offense back on the field.
Andre Cobb, the junior, just letting it go down. Didn't want to force any turnovers, especially with that ball squibbing all around down the field.
1st down, Neuqua Valley.
So the Wildcats will take it at around the 20-yard line. No, around the 15.
Yeah, 15, 16-yard line. I'm just ready for this offense again. The one thing that I want to see more is let Meneke scramble to the outside. We saw what happened. We saw what happened that one play where he went straight to the right. It was a design scramble. It was a design rollout pass, excuse me. And I feel like if they keep doing that, that's a beautiful play. Meneke is great on the run. Or just put it up the middle with Borski. First
time we'll see Meneke under center today. Takes it and the handoff to Moreno up the middle, and he will be taken down for a round of gain of 2 to 3 yards.
As I said, just run it up the middle. Run them down, tire out this defense, and then throw in a pass every once in a while.
7:50 on the clock here in the first quarter. Still 0-0 our score. Second time the Wildcats have had possession of the ball, and they're still in their own territory here at around the 19-yard line.
Here we go. Meneke in the shotgun. Like this look.
Going to roll out to, he's going to be taken. No, he's not going to be taken down. He gets the pass away. Way up, and it is caught downfield at around the 40.
What a, no, incomplete.
No, they're going to say it's incomplete.
Still, this Meneke athleticism. They tried to do what I said earlier with the rollout pass, but they got shut down by that defensive line. The North defensive line has played fantastic so far. But if Menike can get outside, that is dangerous. That ball, even under pressure, spot on.
3rd and 7 now. 7:19 to go here in the first quarter. Wildcats and the Huskies still knotted up at 2. Or excuse me, still knotted up at nothing. Menike out of the shotgun once again. 3 wide receivers to his left. Flag is thrown. Pass is deflected. Ruled incomplete, but a number of flags thrown by the officials, and we'll see what this is.
Incomplete. Intended for Sessa. There's a flag on the play.
I believe that Naperville North declined the penalty there, as it is now 4th down. Neuqua punting.
Once again, another flag thrown. Horvath's punt is up in the air at around the 40-yard line. Bounces downfield at around the 46, and we'll see what this flag is on once again.
Horvath punt.
Seems like it's on Neuqua because that Neuqua defense is still going out there.
The 42-yard line, but there's a flag on the play.
And it's going to be a false start on Neuqua Valley. That penalty is declined. It'll be Husky ball now at around the 45.
Illegal procedure penalty on the Wildcats.
Once again, what I think that they should do is just stick with the run. They got a few yards off the pass, but stay consistent. Stay consistent, and, you know, maybe on the 3rd down every once in a while throwing that pass in there.
North takes back over here. 7:03 left here in the first quarter. Wildcats and the Huskies still knotted up at nothing. Again, Dominic Leocounty alongside Connor Burns on Neuqua Media on YouTube, neuquatv.org as well. Thank you so much for tuning in. Bell out of the shotgun. Wide receiver to his left. Man in motion. Handed off to number 8, it looked like, and he is taken down in the backfield. That is Adam Sturtz, who took it off the jet sweep.
What a tackle. That play. I honestly thought that was at least a 10, 20-yard gain if he hits the outside, but what a play. Great tackle.
I'm surprised both teams are throwing it as much as they are, especially this early. I thought this was going to be a ground battling game here.
So did I. I think they're trying to strategize since both teams most likely did prepare for a run-heavy game. They're trying to throw in the pass, throw them off. Once again, another pass.
Bell looking downfield. That pass is tipped. And it was intended for Stephon Williams, who cannot make the catch. Should he have made that catch, he would have been at around the 25-yard line.
That was Neuqua. That was close. That was close. If he catches that and he stays on his feet, that's an easy 6 for North.
3rd down and 12.
3rd and 12. 6:17 on the clock now. Still 0-0 our score. Ball at the Wildcats 48.
Seems like a little bit of confusion on North side here.
So here we go. Wildcats looking for another big stop. Stack of wide receivers on Bell's right. A flag is thrown.
Is that a delay of game?
It looks like it's a delay of game on the Huskies. That's going to move them back.
There we go. Now set up with a 3rd and 17 for the Huskies. Great job. As I said, a little bit of confusion on their side. And if I'm Neuqua here, they're throwing the ball. Keep them contained. Run 3 on the line. Spread out your secondary.
It's a 5-yard penalty. 3rd and 17. Now the Huskies back in their own territory. Bell saw out of the shotgun. three wide receivers to his right. Takes a snap, looking
the
downfield, rolls out to his right. Pressure coming all around. The pass is complete, but he's taken down at around the 50. Nowhere near the first down mark.
Nothing there for him. Great stop by this Neuqua defense. Time to get that offense back in the field.
That was pass complete to Sturt. Tackled by Zukovic. That'll make it 4th down and 14.
Cole Dukovic makes the tackle.
Punting from North. We saw a great punt earlier out of him.
Flag is thrown once again. Seen a lot of flags thrown on special teams. Andre Cobb makes a catch around the 10. Now he's at the 15, cutting to the right. And he's taken down heavily by 2 Huskies.
Right down at the 15-yard line. But let's see what this flag is.
Domsky, number 34, didn't look too happy. Kicker for this Wildcat squad. Also going to start at the strong safety spot for Neuqua Valley as well.
Penalty on North, moving up the Wildcats.
Penalty is on Naperville North. They will re-kick.
We are going to replay the punt. It is now 4th and 19 for Naperville North. Early penalty trouble already for the Huskies.
Huskies on their own 54 are going to have to punt once again. And that penalty goes to Naperville North. So the Huskies going to punt once again. 5:53 on the clock. Punt is the snapper's away. And he's taken down at around the 20-yard line. Wow!
Let's get this Neuqua offense out there down at the 19-yard line. Let's see a 19-yard drive. Let's get a touchdown up on the board.
Domsky was there on the right side, and the snap was way to the right, or excuse me, the left of the punter, forcing him to go all the way downfield, and this is going to give the Wildcats tremendous field positioning here.
Neuqua Valley, 1st down.
And let's see if we can get our first points on the board here for the Wildcats.
Yes, we need to. I'm telling you, stick with the run.
Got 5:54 remaining in the first. Wildcats at the Husky 20. Meneke is going to take it out of the shotgun. Fakes the handoff to Borski. Downfield, looked for number 14. That pass is incomplete.
Up, I think, I think that we got a roughing the passer.
Meneke's pass incomplete, intended for Wentz. There's a flag on the field.
Yeah, it is going to be a roughing the passer on the Huskies. Good call there, partner.
Thank you. Moving up the Wildcats to, I believe, the 10-yard line now.
It looks like it.
Easy. Just think about it this way. If you're out there, you're thinking 1 first down. That's all you need. Touchdown. Put up 6 on the board. Get a bit of a lead growing.
Bringing the ball to the 10-yard line, making it 1st and 10, Neuqua Valley.
Well, I mentioned before, I'm just surprised at how much this Neuqua offense has been throwing, missing out on their 2 best wide receivers, both due to injury. Garrett Stair and Greg Tereski, they're going to play a part in commanding this Wildcat offense. And you've got a handoff up the middle to Borski, and he'll gain about a yard. 1st and goal, now 2nd and goal for the Wildcats. And they've got a chance to do some damage and make a statement early.
I love that one play-action pass that they ran. Obviously, it was incomplete, but roughing the passer as well. I love that play design, honestly. Keep running the ball and then just throw that in there every once in a while. You're gonna catch them. You're gonna catch a mistake off that North defense.
Borski to the outside, going for the goal line. Touchdown, Neuqua Valley. Trey Borski puts it in.
Fantastic reach for that pylon. Touchdown. Neuqua goes up 6 on North.
So Borski punches it in. Wildcats up 6-0. Here comes the 5-star recruit, Palmer Domschke, to put in the extra point. Earned his 5th star over the off-season. Top 20 in the nation. Wouldn't surprise me if he goes Power 5.
Either. Same here. Did he put it?
Oh, that
It gets
kick
blocked.
is blocked. Oh, and now a little bit of pushing and shoving after the whistle.
Ref, you got to throw that flag.
There's a flag on the play.
Talk about announcers jinxing things, huh? Talking about 5-star recruit and then it gets blocked. I believe that they wave off the flag.
It's just a low kick in general. I don't think that the set was there.
Yeah. Actually, apologies there. They called a false start on Neuqua, but
Your score.
I believe that North
Neuqua Valley
declines
6,
or the penalty comes into play on the kickoff. Neuqua up 6-0.
So extra point, no good. Palmer Domschke's kick too low. It's blocked. But with 5:02 left in the first, the Wildcats draw first blood on the Huskies, and they lead 6-0. Well, this is like we were saying, this is a pretty young Wildcat team. Not too many seniors, and when you have the returners there in Moreno and Borski, but I mean, you're missing out on your 2 best wide receivers, like I mentioned, Garrett Stair out due to a torn ACL, and Greg Tereski tearing his hip labrum. Those are 2 crucial pieces that you're missing out on.
Very crucial injuries, and I feel like those 2, plus Menike at quarterback, that would have been a special trio. But so far, throughout that adversity, this Neuqua team, they've been playing great. I mean, they're trying to let it not impact them as much. Sure, the team would have been better with them. Those injuries hurt a lot, but they're playing great so far. North, on the other hand, they need to get something rolling on the offense as this kickoff goes off.
Down the right side, Domschke's kicking a trickle out towards the sideline. Missed tackle there, and North is going to be taken down at around their own 20-yard line, and here comes this Wildcat defense.
This Wildcat defense, I mean, I'm talking about the North offense. They have a great play design, great scheme, but this Wildcat defense has been terrific.
Ball will be located on the 20-yard line. It will be first down, Naperville North.
So North will take over in their own end. First and 10.
What I've really been liking out of North is, they love to run the ball to the running back, Duckworth. And Neuqua is packing the box. Look at this set right now. You're given 2 corners, and you have one on the far left side. They're packing the box, run a play action, hit it outside.
Fake handoff to Duckworth, and the run is from Aiden Gray, the sophomore who's now into the game. And you called it, partner.
Again, call me Tony Romo 2.0. I'm here with these calls. I was expecting a pass there. They ran a read option instead. But this Neuqua defense is eating up the run. How are you not? Fake that handoff, throw it deep.
So last time we saw the Husky offense out on the field, it was senior Jonathan Bell taking the snaps. Now it's sophomore Aiden Gray, and he's pressured, scrambling, goes to his right, looking downfield, now just going to run out towards the sideline. And you mentioned it, partner, the Wildcats are packing that box.
They are, and it's working. I mean, even as I said, the play action that they just tried to run, they're shutting down the quarterback. They're not letting anything out of that pocket whatsoever. Well, now 3rd and 8, you're forced to throw it deep. Love a post route straight out the middle like that one play. Neuqua is leaving the middle of the field wide open, about 10 to 15 yards deep. Attack that area.
4:11 remaining in the first quarter. Six nothing still our score. The Wildcats struck first, and here's Gray just going to run off to the right. All the room in the world for an easy first down. It'll be tripped up near the sideline at his own 40-yard line, but Gray found some room on the right side and ran with it.
Love that run, Neuqua. They just left that right side wide open for him, and I believe that was a 22-yard game. Great scramble.
21-yard gain.
Just over 4 minutes to play in quarter number 1. It's been a fairly slow quarter, if you want my honest opinion.
Slow, yeah. I mean, we've seen a few pass attempts, few run, but so far, this Neuqua defense has been excelling besides that scramble, and North has just not been able to develop on offense. On the other side, North's defense has been playing pretty stellar besides that one punt. Love what I'm seeing.
Timeout is going to be taken here by the Wildcats.
Time to talk things over. And Dom, what are some things that you've been seeing this game?
I've mentioned this before. I'm just surprised at how often the Wildcats are passing the ball. I mean, you got Moreno up the middle. We haven't really seen him too much on the field today. If anything, most of the handoffs have been going to Borski. So, like you said, Bellinghausen a wild card with his play calling. So, definitely interesting.
I agree with you there. I feel like, as I said, you got to slowly bring Menike into this. This is his first ever varsity game, and I know that we don't have all the students here. I know we don't have all the fans of the world due to COVID, but still, you still get those first day jitters, as I am up here, up in the booth. But what you have to do is just slowly progress him into the system. And on the other side of the ball, this defense, no complaints whatsoever.
4:01 left here in quarter number 1. And the Wildcats still lead the Huskies 6-0. We're here from beautiful Barbero Stadium inside the campus of Neuqua Valley High School in Naperville, Illinois. Dominic Liacani alongside my partner Connor Burns here on Neuqua Media on YouTube, neuquatv.org as well. Thank you so much for tuning in. Today's varsity football matchup as the Wildcats play host to the Naperville North Huskies.
Ball on the 40-yard line. 1st and 10 for Naperville North.
Gray out of the shotgun once again. A few wide receivers to his left. Hands it off to Duckworth, who tries to go up the middle and is stopped by a few Wildcats.
Good game. Slowly progress. Slowly progress. Great game by Duckworth.
Duckworth's the ball carrier there. Tackled by Schaefer.
Brian Schaefer up the middle makes the stop.
2nd down and 7.
2nd and 7 now. And the clock continues to tick down here. 3:30 left in quarter number 1. And the Wildcats still leading by a half a dozen.
If I'm North, they're abusing that middle. I would have loved to run it to the outside.
There's the play action. Scrambling
ball is out!
And it is recovered! The Wildcats pick up the fumble recovery and they'll take over.
What a play. What a tackle popping that ball out. Get that offense back on the field. Make it 12, 13, or 14 on the board.
Fumble recovered by Domsky.
So what a job there. What a hard hit. And the Wildcats able to force that ball to come loose, and they will take over in Husky territory here on the Husky 45.
We do have an injury on the field. He is a Husky.
So we'll take a short break here as the medical professionals deal with the Husky injury on the field. Again, Dominic Liacani and Connor Burns here on Neuqua Media. Varsity football action, first game of the season from Barbero Stadium. Wildcats hosting the Huskies. They lead 6-0. So that injury actually looked to be, that was Lane Jenkins of the Wildcats who comes off the field slowly. That was not a Husky, that was in fact a Wildcat. It was hard to tell with the Sox partner because
It really was.
because the Huskies in there and their white uniforms with the navy pants, and some of them do have the high white socks on, so you could tell it was hard to tell there.
Yeah. But Jenkins, he just looks a little bit shaken up, should be able to get back in the mix soon. Getting checked out by the trainer on the sideline. Back to this Neuqua offense.
Menike under center, hands it off up the middle to number 17. He is taken down. That is Jaden McGee, and he'll gain a couple of yards.
McGee, the ball carrier.
Love how they're throwing in a bunch of different running backs into the mix, giving this North offense a different style every single time.
2nd and 7.
2:50 on the clock. Wildcats still lead the Huskies 6-0. Wildcats in Husky territory now at around the 43-yard line. Menike out of the shotgun, looking over to his right. Pass downfield, just tipped. And out of the hands of number 14, Josh Wenz, the sophomore.
Oh, that zone coverage can be dangerous sometimes. It looked like 14 was wide open, but really 40 on Naperville North was lurking in the zone, ready for that pick. Menike is very lucky that ball was not intercepted.
Now 2:40 on the clock here. Ball on the Husky 42. 3rd and 7. Menike once again out of the shotgun. Has McGee in the back with him. 2 wide receivers on each side of him. Handoff to McGee. It was delayed, and now McGee tries to spin out of danger up the middle, and he is going to be taken down. And it will force 4th down.
I like that draw play there, faking them with the run and then running, faking them with the pass, and then running it up the middle, but nothing there. 4th and 5. Neuqua punting.
McGee, the ball carrier, tackled by Corrigan, making it 4th down and 5.
So the special teams unit coming out once again for the Wildcats. 3rd time we've seen them punt this afternoon. And one of those punts resulted in an almost turnover.
Almost.
That's Sam Horvath in the backfield once again, and he'll take the snap and punt it downfield. Taken there by the Huskies, number 11, and he will break a tackle, keep coming downfield, and he is wrapped up by a few Wildcats near his own 20.
Dangerous return there. Dangerous return.
Peter Lascala
and tackled by Schaefer.
had the return, and Brian Schaefer brings him down.
Once again, the Neuqua Valley defense back out on the field. Been only impressed by them so far. But this North offense with 1:40 left in the first quarter. There's still a lot of time in this game, and this lead is not big at all, 6-0.
Aiden Gray, the sophomore for North, back out to do the play calling once again, and he'll take it out of the shotgun. 3 wide receivers lined up to his left. Takes the snap. Looking downfield. Huge haul, and it is way out of the reach of the intended receiver.
That was open too, man. Just a little, put a little less heat on that throw. I think he's going for 6.
I agree there, partner. He catches that at around the 35, and he's got a bunch of open room down midfield, and he could even cut to his right.
All he has is green grass and 95th Street in front of him. That's an easy touchdown if he catches that ball. Looking at a 2nd and 10. And what Neuqua has to watch there is that was kind of a wild card by Naperville North, throwing the deep ball. All we've seen is short production lately, but I love that. I love throwing them off.
Gray once again out of the shotgun. Almost the same set of wide receivers we see to his left, and he'll throw a screen out to his left.
Great
and
block.
Good block there. The ball is loose as it
Once again!
Ball. Did they force a turnover? That's Sam Applebaum coming out with the ball.
Wow.
Let's see what they say. The officials are going to talk it over.
Pass complete to Williams.
It was Stephon Williams to
Tackled by Matthews.
complete the, Zeke Williams to complete the pass.
They are going.
Oh, they're not going to say it's Wildcat ball. They're just going to say it's an. They're going to say North recovered it.
Down and 3.
Really?
Or he's down.
No, they said that he was down. I don't know. A lot of bodies in the mix there. I cannot tell from up here.
Now just under a minute to go. Wildcats still lead the Huskies by 6. Huskies on their own 30. 40 to go now. Gray scrambling. He'll run off to his right, and he'll pick up the first down as he scampers out of bounds.
He loves to scramble along that right sideline, and honestly, I'm here for it too. He's getting good yards out of it. Earlier, we saw a 22-yard game from it, and now we see a 10-yard game. You know what? If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Naperville North, first down.
Now just under 40 to play in quarter number 1. The Huskies pick up a new set of downs after Gray scrambled off to the right and picked up the first down. But the Cats still lead 6-0.
You know what I love here? Love a run straight to that right sideline. Maybe.
Fakes the handoff to Duckworth, but taken down hard by Applebaum. That was Aiden Gray, quarterback keeping it himself.
Saw that. They faked it to the right side because, you know, they've been favoring that right side all afternoon, and then they run it to the left, get a decent gain. Applebaum with a fantastic tackle.
Now 15 and counting on the clock in quarter number 1. Cats still up 6-0 as they play host to the Huskies in game number 1 of 6 of the season. 2nd and 8 out of the shotgun is Gray trying to go down all the way downfield. He finds Zeke wide open. Oh, it's broken up by Christian Allen downfield.
Hate to say it, but if I'm the ref, I'm throwing the flag on Allen there. I think that was PI all day. Didn't try for the ball. He tried for the player, but still, if they're not going to throw it.
So that'll do it for quarter number 1. The Cats are up 6-0 after a touchdown from Borski. We'll head into a short break here. Again, Dominic Leacani with Connor Burns for Neuqua Media. Stay tuned for the conclusion of the first half. Well, let's head into quarter number 2 now. Again, Dominic Leacani with my partner Connor Burns here from beautiful Barbero Stadium inside the campus of Neuqua Valley High School. The Wildcats lead the Huskies 6-0 here, and heading in it'll be 3rd and 8 on the Husky 37 with the Huskies still in possession. Connor, from what you saw in the first quarter, were you surprised by anything, or is there anything that really stood out to you?
I am just shocked by how many times we are throwing the ball today. I was expecting that we were just going to run straight up the middle the whole game, but love what I'm seeing so far from Neuqua Valley on north side. Their quarterback just scrambled to that right sideline. That is your home. Ride that right sideline. Pick up those first downs.
Gray takes a high snap. Now goes off to his right, looking downfield, pressure coming. Down. Well, we apologize for that technical difficulty, folks, but we are back here for quarter number 2. Not sure how much you all got to see of the start of the second. 10:45 remaining here in quarter number 2. Handoff here, and cutting to the right is Duckworth, who'll lunge for a couple more yards.
All it took was just that this North offense was a little bit sloppy in the first quarter. Coming out into the second, looking hot already, just driving down the field at Neuqua's 28-yard line. Second and 4.
6-yard gain, making it 2nd and 4.
Now 10 minutes on the clock here in quarter number 2. Play action. Gray going for the end zone. It's almost one-handed, but broken up by Andre Cobb.
That's offensive pass interference all day. He was pulling on his jersey. No flag from the refs, though. Refs aren't loving the PI calls today.
Intended for Williams. I'll make it 3rd down and 4.
3rd and 4 for the Huskies, but regardless of if they can convert here, I've been impressed this whole drive. I am watching. I know I said earlier, I know I said the key to the game, running with Duckworth, but the pass is working. Throw the ball.
High snap once again. Flag is thrown.
That's a false start all day. False start. He had 2 of his offensive linemen jump up there. False start. I believe that moves him back to 3rd and 9.
And it will. That's huge for the Wildcats. That extra 5 yards is going to be crucial here, and that's going to set up an all-new strategy for the Huskies. Let's see if they can convert here and keep it going, trying to keep the momentum they had built on earlier in the drive.
It looked like they were going to run the ball on that pass play, but now I'm looking pass all day.
Aiden Gray out of the shotgun. Looking to the left. Pressure coming out the middle. Incomplete, and that's 4th down.
Almost an interception. And if you're North here, are you kicking the field goal or are you punting the ball?
It's hard to say if you have enough confidence in your guys, but maybe it's too far here to kick a field goal. I don't know. Maybe the punt.
It looks like they're keeping the offense out on the field. They're going to go for this.
They are going to go for this. Interesting, especially this early. Still a lot of football to be played here, but I guess North trying to make a statement. Now it's 4th down.
Maybe they're trying to pull the Wildcats off sides.
4 and 9. In Wildcat territory. Play action once again. Gray looking down the field. Flag is thrown. Going for the end zone.
Number
9 is caught.
What a catch by Luke Williams. Love the Williams duo, excuse me, but there is a flag on the field.
This might send us back. It's going to be a holding on the offense, and that sends us all the way back.
Wow. Wow, lots of penalty troubles today for North.
And we've seen it especially on the offensive side of the ball for them.
Are they going to go for it again?
It looks like they are. Once again, the Naperville North Huskies are going to go for this.
This
looks like it's 4th and 20, and you just said it. It's like going for playing a Madden game.
Up, here we go. No, I think the party team's coming out.
No, never mind. Yep, they're going to send the special teams out. That would have been interesting.
It really would have.
Especially all the way. They're at midfield right now, so.
And they have to make it all the way up to, what is that, the 25-yard line?
Yeah, it looks like it. 9:27 left in quarter number 2. 4th and 22
Almost.
Oh, yeah, that was almost blocked. Now we got
And-
a flag called. Yeah, Palmer Domsky looked like he made contact with number 21, the punter, Lucas Springer.
Now, hold on. Here's the question, because it's going to get moved up. I don't believe that it's an automatic first down. Are you going to go for it again?
No. I don't know if the Huskies will. It'd be interesting if they do, but I think it's
Because I
way
believe
too
that- I
early to
believe-
take these kinds of risks.
I believe that roughing the punter is a 10-yard penalty. So that should move it to a 4th and 12. They went for it on 4th and 9. Let's see what the referee says here. Some confusion between the referees and also that Naperville North sideline.
It's going to be roughing the kicker. It's going to be on Domsky. He made late contact with Springer.
Penalty is on Neuqua Valley.
Oh, is it an automatic first down?
The Neuqua Valley.
Oh, no, they declined the penalty. Excuse me.
I don't know why they would decline the penalty.
Interesting. Maybe they just didn't want to risk it. I think they knew, especially from that, if it was going to move up like that anyways, they didn't want to take another chance at punting it because the Wildcats came very close to blocking that punt.
They did.
That may be why they didn't take the penalty.
They did, but here's the thing. I mean, you went for it before and it worked the pass to Luke Williams before it got called back. Why don't you try that again? That's what I was thinking.
9:14 remaining in quarter number 2. Wildcats still lead by half a dozen.
Oh, look at that. Look at that, folks, close on your stream. Look at that receiver wide open. Oh, I thought that
Hand it off.
I thought that we were going to
Zaborski.
get a little RPO action there. That's what it looked like. Looking over at number 6. If I'm Menike, I would have thrown the ball there. Number 6 wide open.
Grant
Had that
Larkin.
whole sideline.
Taking his brother's old jersey number. Sean Larkin last year, huge part of the Wildcat success through the IHSA state playoffs.
And 9.
But his younger brother gets the call on varsity this year. 2nd and 9. Borski just gains a yard from that last run. 8:38 now on the clock in quarter number 2. Play
saw a
action.
jump.
Yep, whistle is thrown. That was a screen to Menike's.
I believe
Left.
that's on the Wildcats.
Yep, that's going to be a false start on the offense.
False start penalty on Neuqua Valley.
And that'll move him back.
2nd and 14.
Now bring the ball
This
back
North
to the
defense,
20.
earlier they looked like they were playing sloppy. Now they are letting up nothing with 8:34 left in the second quarter. 2nd and 14 for the Wildcats, up by 6.
Menike out of the shotgun once again. 2 wide receivers to both his left and his right. Borski in the backfield with him. Now moves up to his left. Menike takes the snap, and that throw is way low. It bounced into the intended receiver, Grant Larkin, and it'll
Menike's pass incomplete.
be
Intended for
3rd down.
3rd and 14. They just tried to pick up a few yards there just to make this 3rd down attempt shorter. But if I'm running here, Menike loves that outside. Run a rollout pass.
$8:19 to go in quarter number 2. Menike throws it off to his left, and the ball comes loose after the catch was made by Grant Larkin. It'll be 4th down as the Wildcats recover.
What a hit, popping that ball out, but recovery by 15 on the Wildcats. And now, 4th and I'd say 4th and 14.
Neuqua Valley maintains the ball, and it will be 4th down and 12.
4th and 12, my apologies there. Wildcats bring the punt team out.
Sam Horvat out once again. 4th time we've seen him this afternoon. 7:40 on the clock in quarter number 2. Wildcats still lead by a half a dozen. Horvat takes the high kick, and he whiffs on the punt. It'll roll all the way out of bounds.
Whiffs on the punt. Was that deflected or just?
I think it was just a miscue on his end. Didn't look like he squared it up, and
If I'm North, I'm overjoyed by that punt, giving them position at the 45-yard line.
Will be spotted
it works out for them.
at the 44-yard line. That'll be a Naperville North 1st down.
Dom, we touched earlier on some things that we were impressed with. What are you not impressed with this game?
I haven't really been impressed with there's been some times where cooler heads haven't prevailed. You know what I mean? I haven't been impressed with how the teams sometimes have been handling themselves maturity-wise.
Okay.
But no, other than that, it's the first game of the season. You got to work out the kinks and bumps.
Yeah.
I'm not too impressed with how both teams are using the run game. You got Duckworth on the ground for the Huskies, who is a phenomenal running back. As you see him get the handoff there, and he'll actually lose yardage as he's taken down by a combination of Borski and Dukovic.
He's even saying to me a lot, good call, partner. But one thing that I haven't been impressed with this game is the special teams. I feel like both teams have been lacking a little bit, especially Horvath right there with the whiff punt. But earlier, I mean, we had a block punt. We saw roughing. We saw running into the kicker. We saw multiple penalties, whiffs, everything.
I'm not sure if that punt was deflected. It didn't look like it was deflected.
It did not.
Taken down is Jonathan Bell back into the game. Him and Aiden Gray have been going back and forth at the quarterback spot for the Huskies all game long. He's taken down. He'll gain a few yards.
This Neuqua defense is not letting anything past them, shutting down the run.
And we got 6:19 left here in quarter number 2. So just over 6 minutes before we head into halftime. The Wildcats have the only points on the board in this one. 6-0 our score. 3rd and 8. And on the Wildcats 42 are the Huskies. Bell out of the shotgun. 3 wide receivers to his left. Looks for that quick screen pass to Williams down the right side. Flag is thrown. But here comes Williams with all the room in the world down the left side now at the 15. Out of bounds, but we'll see what this flag is for.
It does not look like we are going back there.
Bell's pass complete to Williams. He's rushed out of bounds by Allen. There's a penalty on the play.
Yeah, it is on the Wildcats.
As I said earlier, this Williams duo, once again, just fun to watch.
And the Huskies taking advantage of the whiffed punt from Horvath.
Yeah, think about it. If he got a hold on that punt, I'd say they'd be at about the 20, 15-yard line. They would be at the 50 right now.
That penalty, a personal foul on Neuqua Valley, bringing the ball down.
That's a
to the
personal
10-yard
foul.
line.
That's what I was talking about with the cooler heads prevailing. We've seen some talk back and forth between these two teams.
We have.
Not as much as we would in a War of 204 matchup, but
yeah. I mean, it's just been a little bit chippy. You know, the nerves are out there. Everybody's extra fired up for the first game of the year from the 9-yard line. First and goal.
Bell out of the shotgun. Play action, looking for the end zone, way over the head of Williams. It was intended for him, but it rifled out of the hand of Bell, who is unable to find his man in the end zone.
I feel like Bell just got a little bit too nervous there. You know, North first time, and I believe first time in the red zone all day. About this, hopefully, potentially about the score. Just a little bit overthrown.
Second and goal now. 9 yards to go here for the Huskies. 5:45 on the clock in quarter number 2. Huskies trying to get on the board and potentially take a 1-point lead. Out of the shotgun, the run up the middle to Duckworth, and he is stopped just beyond the 10-yard line.
Nothing there. Looks like Applebaum with the tackle. This defensive line, that's one of my keys today. Just impressed by this D-line.
Combination of Sam Applebaum and Danny Apple, number 71. It's been great. So the 2 apples on the defensive line for the Wildcats. You talk about picking apples. Those are the 2 perfect apples to pick throughout this game. Jonathan Bell rolls out to his right, looking for the end zone. Deflected out of the hands of the intended receiver.
You see, if I'm Bell there, why aren't you throwing that ball away? There was nothing there in that end zone. That was a very dangerous pass, almost intercepted. Maybe you get a lucky completion on that, but just throw it away.
Now it'll be interesting to see what the Huskies do here. Do they kick the field goal, or do they go for it here on 4th down?
Well, as we saw, they like rolling the dice. They like playing risky, as we saw earlier with them going for it on 4th and 9. And the offense is staying out here. They're going for this.
They're going to try and tie the Wildcats at 6 with a touchdown instead of just chipping away at the lead. So let's see if they can get it done. Bell out of the shotgun. Exactly 5 minutes on the clock here in quarter number 2.
Watch the rollout.
Towards the right side. It is incomplete. They'll say it hits the ground before it's in the hands of Stephon Williams in the end zone.
No pass, incomplete.
Either way, if he catches that, I feel like he's down on the 1-yard line that he didn't get in the end zone.
First down.
So either way, it would have been a turnover, giving the ball to the Wildcats. They got lucky there, not having to deal with it on the 1-yard line.
So the Huskies once again turn the ball over on downs, and the Wildcats are going to come the other way. 4:55 on the clock in quarter number 2, and Neuqua Valley still has a 6-point lead, and Coach Jason Berry is fired up on the sideline.
Now, if you're this Neuqua offense, you have 4 minutes, 55 seconds left in the first half, only up by 1 score. What are you doing here, Dom?
Honestly, I'm just trying to pound the ball up the middle right now, try to gain it a few yards, maybe go for a pass here and there, find a slant if you can.
Yeah.
Just be smart here. No turnovers, no fumbles.
Roll that clock. Let the clock
Yeah, there's
run
that
out.
pitch. Borski going to try to go down the right side. Maybe picked up a yard or two, but we might be staying at 2nd and 10.
Borski's the ball carrier.
Just about a yard picked up there from Trey Borski, the senior, who we didn't see too much on the offensive side of the ball last year, but because of a lot of injuries and
A gain of 2, making it second
missing
down and
parts to this Wildcats offense early in the season. We haven't seen Moreno out there too often today. We've only seen him for about a play. He's going to have to step up, and Trey Borski was actually able to do that a few times when the Wildcats were either winning or trailing by a lot.
He was.
Henneke, once again, that handoff, doing exactly what I thought they would, just keep running the ball, trying to go up the middle, but Borski once again taken down.
Naperville North, first half, they weren't shutting down anything. First quarter, excuse me. They weren't shutting down anything on defense. Now,
down by Sturt.
they can barely get a yard. Neuqua can keep running up the middle. They can barely get a yard. Now you're set up. Now you set up yourself with a 3rd and 7, and you got to throw the ball.
Just under 4 minutes and 30 seconds to play here in quarter number 2. 6-0 in favor of Neuqua Valley. Again, they play host to the Naperville North Huskies here. Gorgeous day here at Barbaro Stadium in Naperville, Illinois.
Super nice outside.
Some wind just blowing in the breeze, and another run up the middle.
You see that play design? He fakes the pitch to the left side, then hands it off to, I believe, the fullback under the middle. But my question is, why are you doing that on 3rd and 7? I feel like that's a first or second down type of play.
That surprises me as well, because now we might have to see the punting unit come out once again. Yeah,
we will.
Sam Horvath, number 41. He's going to have to punt from his own end zone, so he's going to have to be careful here. No, not going to want to whiff on it like he did last time, but his other 3 punts today have been solid.
You know what my thing is? I love that type of play when you're on the 2-yard line. You're on their 2-yard line, not your own. Not all the way down here, but wasted possession on offense from the Neuqua offense, honestly.
Or
Punt
that gets the
blocked.
punt off around the 50-yard line, and they're going to call poison. They're going to let it roll around the 36-yard line. So nice punt there from Sam Horvath to get out of the Neuqua end.
Horvath's kick will be spotted at the 37.
Got a nice Neuqua roll on that. See this defense get back out there.
So the Huskies may be trying to score here, because they will have the first possession of the second half after the Wildcats receive the kickoff to start the game.
They will. What I'm imagining here in my head is you go down, you score this touchdown. If you're trying to score here, you want to milk that clock as much as you can and give the Wildcats the ball back with almost 0 to no time at all.
Jonathan Bell, again, the senior out there. Looks like him and Aiden Green are going to split the playing time. Pass intended for number 11, Peter Lascala. It's off of his hands and into the Husky sideline.
Intended for Lascala.
Love the play design there, honestly. It's just he cannot haul it in there. Now we see a 2nd and 10.
2:52 left in quarter number 2. Just under 3 minutes before we head into half. The Wildcats still lead 6-0. Huskies on their own 37 still. 2nd and 10. Seeing a lot of action from the shotgun on both sides of the ball. Bell takes a snap and a handoff to Duckworth. He'll run to the right, and he is knocked out of bounds by Palmer Domschke.
They tried to run a read option there, and the quarterback was thinking about keeping it for a second, but then he let Duckworth take it. Either way, no gain on the play.
A loss of 2, making it 3rd down and 12.
3rd and 12. And that play resulted in a loss of 2 yards.
Here, what I'm looking for, I would say, if we were about 3rd and 5, I would say play action pass, but here, watch him to throw the ball, maybe scramble along that left sideline. Lots of room over there.
Bell now back in the shotgun, goes way down over to his left. That pass is caught at around the 50-yard line.
What a catch. I thought that he dropped that.
That Williams once again, and the Wildcats are shocked. They are stunned, and I am too. I'm surprised that they called that a catch. Yeah, they are going to say incomplete, I think.
Yes,
they waved it off. It's 4th down now. The officials had originally signaled good catch, but now instead it's going to be 4th and long, and the Huskies going to have to make yet another adjustment. Both teams really unable to get anything going.
No, just nothing's working on the offensive side of the ball for both these clubs. And the punt team is coming out for Naperville North once again.
Andre Cobb back for the Wildcats at around the 25-yard line. Getting ready to receive the punt.
Love to see a return here.
Wildcats trying to possibly get in another touchdown or even a field goal before we head into halftime. Punt is low. It's picked up on a hop by the punter, and they're just going to call poison here, and the Huskies will touch at the 30-yard line. It'll be Wildcat ball on their own end with 2:30 to go here in quarter number 2. And Neuqua Valley still up by 6.
You know, it looked like on that punt, it looked blockable, but I don't think that they went for it just because of the penalties earlier. They don't want to risk it.
But you said it. I'm surprised that we had talked earlier about how they were going to possibly try to ease Mark Meneke into the starting job, especially just as a sophomore on the varsity level. I don't think this might be the first time in Neuqua Valley history where we've seen a sophomore start a game at quarterback for the Wildcats. And very young player. Obviously, the loss of Colin Blazek. He went down to Florida to play and continue his high school career at Venice. That handoff to McGee up the middle only gains about a yard, but that was a huge loss at the quarterback position.
It really was, but I mean, right now, of course, Colin Blazek, all the credit in the world to him, absolute stud. But Meneke is not doing a bad job right now. Not doing a bad job.
He's adjusting well to this position, especially again since he's so young, and he's seen the varsity level, especially starting on the Wildcats varsity basketball team. So I think he's got his feet on the ground. He's got the jitters out, and he's ready to go.
I like what I'm seeing out of him, and as I said earlier, Oh, I got to talk to Coach E after this. He didn't follow my keys to the game today. Because I said to ease him into this, but he has just been throwing the ball almost every other play. But you know what? It's working. Can't complain.
Timeout looked to be taken there by the Huskies. Just their first. Both teams still have 2 remaining here, as we're just under 2 minutes and 30 seconds away from half. But really, it's just been the story of this game has been defense, defense, defense.
It really has. We've seen both defenses shine. I mean, only allowing 6 points in general in the first half is impressive.
Again, Dominic Leacani alongside Connor Burns here on Neuqua Media on YouTube, neuquatv.org as well. Meneke scrambling to his right. Oh, he's pushed down hard. That was number 40 for the Huskies, and Dane Tasso.
That Huskies sideline is ecstatic after that, but there is a flag on the field.
That was a huge hit on Neuqua's young quarterback, and holding on the offense, and that'll just push the Wildcats back even more, but they might just decline it here after that loss of yardage. And it looks like they will, so the Huskies get more out of the loss of yardage and Meneke scrambling than they would have from the penalty.
3rd down and 15.
3rd and 15 here. Wildcats on their own 26, it looks like.
If I'm looking here, throw the ball with Meneke. He has that left side up.
Whistle's blown, not sure what's going on here. And a timeout taken by the Huskies.
3rd and 14, 2 minutes, 9 seconds left in the second quarter. You're only up by 6. You got to score on this drive. Meneke still has that whole left sideline at his disposal. See the pass. If it's not there, scramble. It's been working all day. It worked earlier. Keep up with it. What do you think, Dom?
I agree with you there, partner. I think if the Wildcats just need to continue to move down the field. And that obviously easier said than done, right? But
yeah.
Both these defenses has just been the stronger side of the ball for both of these teams. No offense really able to get anything done, and it was good for the Wildcats, especially get that score on the board early. So hopefully they can try to put some insurance here on the scoreboard before we head into half. But as you said, partner, 2 minutes and 9 seconds left, and
look at how North is scrambling their secondary. They're playing it back.
Meneke finds some room up the middle, and he'll take it and run himself. Get back up to where the Wildcats start their drive at around the 31-yard line, and here comes the punting team once again. Well, from what condition this field was in a few weeks ago, I'm talking 3 to 4 weeks ago with all the snow on the ground, I think the maintenance crew has done an excellent job of preparing the field today.
Fantastic job. I mean, there's a little bit of dirt. There's a little bit of dirt patches all over the field, but I mean, that's bound to happen. It's March. There was just how many feet of snow on this, you'd say? A foot?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
We had more than a foot easily. I mean, we had one day where we had 8 inches of snow, and then the next night we had another 2 inches, and then it just kept adding and adding on. So,
but fantastic job. Field looks great.
So just over 2 minutes to play here in quarter number 2. Wildcats are still leading the Huskies by 6.
I want to give credit somewhere that I haven't really talked about too much, especially on that last play, is that secondary. They've been running a 4-man set. Pass them deep, and there's just been nothing. These Wildcat receivers cannot get open. Great job by the North secondary.
Special teams, again, out there for the Wildcats. We got the 6th time, and Horvath punts this one away. One of the stronger punts we've seen over the head of Lascala, but he'll pick it up, and he'll be tripped up at around the 30-yard line, almost if not exactly at his own 30-yard line. And with just under 2 minutes to play here in quarter number 2, the Huskies maybe trying to put their first score on the board, as well as they'll get the ball to start the second half like we mentioned earlier. So if they can take that momentum into the second part of our game today, then that'll really help them.
I feel like we've been saying the same thing every time, trying to get a score on the board. Neither team has been able to do so. Both of these defenses have looked great. But here we go with this North offense.
See the sophomore Aiden Gray doing the play calling for the Huskies now, and he could not find anyone open downfield as he was scrambling to his right at around the 25-yard line. And he will be forced to run out of bounds. Smart there.
Smart, but he lost some yards. Look at it, 2nd and 12.
Didn't want to force anything downfield, but yeah, he did lose a couple of yards there, and it'll be 2nd and 12 on the Huskies' own 28.
Well, you see, here's my thing in that scenario is you could try and scramble as much as you want, but you could throw the ball away. What? I mean, I don't think I've seen it once today when these QBs are in trouble. Obviously not in the pocket, or else that's intentional grounding. Once you get outside that pocket, just launch that ball along the sideline.
1:45 to go in quarter number 2. Wildcats still lead by half a dozen over Naperville North. Out of the shotgun, Gray once again. He'll screen it over to Williams on the left side, and he'll find some open space down the left side, and he'll gain about 7 or 8 yards, and it'll be 3rd and fairly short for the Huskies now.
Luke Williams, standout wide receiver. Standout, man. I think that we can both agree that we're just enjoying watching him today. He is having a day.
And he's made some excellent plays and some cuts, and he's made some great catches as well. And he almost had another nice catch, but they ruled it out of bounds at the last minute. They changed the call just a few drives ago. But
looking at a 3rd and 3 here. They throw it twice. I could see a run or a play action. Nope, they pass.
3 wide receivers with the last name Williams on this Husky team. Green is going to break a few tackles, and he'll pick up the first down after he scrambles, and he'll head up the middle.
What a scramble. Your only issue is that this clock is running. We got 1:28 left in the second quarter. And right now this Huskies offense is looking great. You got to keep going. Clock is running down to 1:25 and counting.
Now less than 1:20 to go here in half number 1. Gray looking downfield. That pass way out of the reach of Williams.
I don't know what happened there because Williams was open once again.
They'll make it 2nd down and 10.
2nd and 10 now. On their own 46 are the Huskies, trying to get one last ounce of offense in before the first half comes to a close.
I know how I said earlier that Neuqua should pack the box, but right now, I mean, you're putting 6 men in the box. Now they're spreading out the secondary a little bit because they're going to throw the ball. They have to. Roll out.
Gray picked up the low snap, now scrambling, finds Williams to make the catch for a short gain. Smart there, and all credit to Gray, just a sophomore, but his presence on the field, he looks like a senior, taking his time and being patient, and easily finds Williams open to his right. Williams steps out of bounds, and 3rd and 5 now with 1:06 to go in quarter number 2. The Wildcats still lead 6-0 over the Naperville North Huskies. Again, you're catching all this varsity football action live here on Neuqua Media on YouTube, NeuquaTV.org as well. Dominic Leocounty with Connor Burns here. Beautiful day at Barbaro Stadium.
Throwing it again, but he has that hole up the middle. He's going to run the sideline.
Gray breaks another tackle, and he gets through for another first down.
Ball comes out.
Ball comes loose, however. Are they going to say Wildcat ball? We'll see. Is that Lane Jenkins on the ground once again for the Wildcats? No, he gets back up. And they'll say it's Naperville North ball.
Well, looking at Gray, is he a quarterback or a running back? I can't tell. Look at those cuts, man. Ridiculous.
The athleticism this kid has on him for just a sophomore.
He's going to throw it deep again.
Finds Williams. Oh! Drops it.
Only good thing that stops the clock. 34.7 seconds exactly. Oh, he almost had him there. That was huge. I like this kid a lot.
He's impressed me, and we have another timeout for an injury.
Injury time.
And once again, it looks like it's Lane Jenkins. So we'll take a short break here as, again, our training staff will deal with the injury. Again, Dominic Leacani, along with my partner, Connor Burns. Neuqua Media on YouTube, neuquatv.org as well. Varsity football from Neuqua Valley High School as they play host to the Naperville North Huskies. So we're back after the injury. 34.7 on the clock in quarter number 2. Huskies on the Wildcat 40. Looking to make something happen. Gray out of the shotgun. Looking deep downfield. Once again scrambling. Trying to find some room.
No way he gets out of that.
And he's finally brought down by Borski.
This man we do have another injury from the Wildcats.
Uh-oh. Oh no, is that Trey Borski on the ground? Oh no, he's holding that left knee. And that's not good.
That does not look, he looks like he is in pain.
Some serious pain on the ground right now.
Lots of injuries today. I mean, honestly, I think this is one of the side effects from having the COVID-related practices, you know, having short practices, not a lot of practice time. I just feel like, I mean, speaking about the major leagues, we saw this in the NFL a lot at the beginning of the season. We saw a lot of injuries. I feel like we're kind of seeing ripple effects here as well. But speaking about Aiden Gray once again, that man is a magician. How he escaped that pressure. I know I'm supposed to, you know, have a little bit of bias for Neuqua, but I'm falling in love with this quarterback right now.
Oh, for sure, the way that he's been able to play. Oh no, that was that Trey Borski or Brian Schaefer? I wasn't able to tell. The 2 and 5 kind of got switched up in my head. Yeah, that is Brian Schaefer, and he was holding that left knee. Apologies, that was not Trey Borski. That was Brian Schaefer.
Either way, man, way too many injuries so far. Way too many.
And as you said and touched on it, might have something to do with COVID and, you know, the shortened practices and, you know, just not a lot of time to prepare for these games.
Hey, here we go. Give me the magician again.
Way over the head. Gray. But he still finds a way to get rid of it down the field. Oh, it was in the end zone and out of the reach of Stephon Williams. Unable to make the catch.
It was there, man. 4th and 7. Let him throw it deep again. Why not? Why not? Let him go for it again.
Well, you got 6.4 on the clock before the half comes to a close. You got to make something big happen here. I wouldn't be surprised to see another Hail Mary.
Neuqua is just leaving the end zone wide open. They're playing a few men deep, but all the Williams, I believe it's a trio.
There are 3 wide receivers on this Naperville North squad that have the last name Williams. So
they are just abusing this. Do you see this every time? They're wide open every single time on that deep ball. It's just Gray needs to be able to land it there. And here we go once again. 6.4 seconds left.
Gray out of the shotgun, goes to his right, gonna step up and fire downfield, and it's incomplete. 0.9 on the clock, so it looks like they'll get one more playoff.
Intended receiver, Lascala. Now turn it over to Neuqua Valley for a first down.
Oh no, excuse me, the Wildcats now have one more shot to score here, and they'll just go for the Hail Mary, and don't be surprised when you see a man get the ball, just start to pitch it back and forth, trying to make just one spark of magic happen before we head into halftime.
Yeah. If I'm Ellinghouse here, you're going into your playbook and you're just running the Hail Mary. Why not? Who knows? Maybe you can get another touchdown and take the lead. Take the lead by 12.
Bill Ellinghouse might have gone into his bag of tricks and pulled out the Neuqua Valley special here. Let's see if he can make something happen before the half concludes. No, they're just going to knee it. They're just going to take a knee. I thought they were going to go for something crazy, but no need to risk it. We head into halftime, and after the first half, the Wildcats lead the Naperville North Huskies by a score of 6-0. Again, we're here on Neuqua Media. Dominic Leacani alongside my main man and partner, Connor Burns.
Having a lot of fun so far. We'll see you guys after halftime.
We're going to take a short break. Again, huge thank you to everyone here at Neuqua Media, our camera operator, Sarah Marston, as well as a huge special thank you to Miss Lisa Trout for making this whole operation run smoothly. And we'll see you for half number 2 as the Cats play host to the Huskies right here on Neuqua Media.
Ladies and gentlemen, our Neuqua Valley varsity and junior varsity dance teams for the 2020-2021 school year would like to welcome you to enjoy the halftime show. attend today's game as a spectator, you are given an IHSA card pass. Please understand that that pass is good for the entire season, not just for one game, so don't throw it out. It is something that you can use for IHSA games throughout the entire season.
And we are back here on Neuqua Media on YouTube, NeuquaTV.org as well. Dominic Leoncani alongside Connor Burns here bringing you this varsity football matchup. The Neuqua Valley Wildcats play host to the Naperville North Huskies from beautiful Barbero Stadium inside the campus of Neuqua Valley. Connor, you had keys to the game before we started. You got any keys to the second half for both sides?
Second half, first off, let's just start off with the opponents. Naperville North, number 12, Aiden Gray, quarterback. As I called him in the first half, the magician, let him pull some more tricks out of his hat. For that Naperville North defense, stay contained. As we saw, Ellinghouse calling those wild cards, throwing the ball, running the ball, doing everything. Just stay contained, stay on your feet. You don't know what's going to happen. Looking at Neuqua Valley now, I want to see them run the ball more. You got Moreno, you got Borski. Run the ball, just pound the ball down their throats. And we're going to have North start off with the ball as well, so we're going to see the magician come back on the field.
Well, absolutely. I agree with you there. I think we need to see a lot more of the run game from Borski. I've really liked what he's done. He's got the only touchdown of the game so far today. And I agree with you. I think that the Husky defense just needs to contain that run, but as well as let Aiden Gray do his thing. I'd love to see more of him in the second half because he, like you said, he can scramble around. They call him the Magician for a reason. We are underway. A huge kick from Palmer Domsky clears the end zone, and that's why he is a 5-star recruit.
Domsky, amazing kicker. Well, we talked about this at halftime. He likes to talk a little bit.
Oh, yeah, he's got the energy.
He does. Speaking about that Magician, you said that's why they call him. I'm taking credit for his nickname. I'm going to find his Instagram after. I'm going to tell him that's your nickname now.
Personally direct message him and just say, hey, I found your new nickname, huh?
Yeah.
Let him know. Well, we do see Aiden Gray to start out there. 2 wide receivers to both sides of him from their own 20, and there's a quick screen off to the right. It's caught by Zeke Williams, and he'll be taken down for a gain of around 7 yards. So a nice start there from the Huskies.
All it is just Williams. That's it.
And we're just underway in the second half now. 11:38 remaining in quarter number 3. The Wildcats still lead 6-0 over the Huskies. And it's 2nd and 3. On their own 27 are the Huskies.
You know what, honestly, what we said the first half is that it seemed a little bit slower. I feel like the second half's going to go by a bit faster. I feel like both offenses have gotten into their groove, and now ball's just going to be going down the field, and that clock's going to be rolling.
Man in motion in the backfield to Scala. Handoff up the middle to Duckworth, who dodges a few defenders before picking up the first down at 35.
That is the Duckworth we have been waiting for all day. Finally, he gets loose, and he grabs the first down for the Huskies.
Well, he is one of those guys for North that if he gets the ball, he is dangerous, and you better watch out.
You have to. I mean, look at that. He cuts straight through the hole, breaks into the secondary. Almost, hey, I'll throw it out there. Almost got loose, maybe for a big gain, but here we go. Love to see him get the ball again.
Gray now out of the shotgun once again, takes a snap, play action, looking now to his right, scrambles out to his right, and will run with it. No room and no man downfield, so he will just go out of bounds at around the 41-yard line. But you were talking about Montrez Duckworth, the running back out of Naperville North, 5'10", 205. He is a senior.
I'm telling you, he has that speed. He has it, man. Love to watch him run, but as I said, Colin Gray, the Magician, look at that. He turns nothing. He was surrounded into a 5-yard gain. Love this kid.
At their own 40-yard line are the Huskies. 10:42 left in quarter number 3. Wildcats still lead the Huskies 6-0, and you're watching it all here on Neuqua Media on YouTube. The handoff out of the shotgun goes to Duckworth, and he'll gain a couple of yards before being taken down just before the first down mark, and it'll be 3rd down.
You know, I don't know what happened. I don't know what they did at halftime. If they gave him Gatorade, if they gave him energy drinks. I don't know what they did, but this looks like a completely new Naperville North offense, and I'm loving every second of it.
10:16 and counting down on that clock in the 3rd quarter of this one. 6-0 still in favor of Neuqua Valley. Out of the shotgun once again is Gray. We have not seen too many snaps taken under center. Gray now. Ball is loose, and it will be recovered by the Wildcats off the fumble. A huge hit.
What a play.
And number 57 for the Wildcats picks up the fumble recovery. And the Wildcats will now have tremendous field positioning here as they try to extend their lead.
What a play. I mean, Gray let one get away from him. He got blown up in the pocket. I was going to say before that I was predicting a play action. That's what it was, but this Neuqua Valley defense is.
And they are fired up on the sideline. Justin Crawford, the sophomore. Welcome to the varsity level, my friend.
Here we go. Watch this Neuqua offense just drive down the field. As we said before, we want to see a lot of running out of them.
Menike under center. This looks to be a run up the middle. And it will be with Borski. He'll take it right down the chute, and he'll only gain a couple of yards. But Borski's such a big boy. And he is not afraid to pack a punch with that hit.
He is not afraid to pack a punch. It's just, I'm still gonna say, keep running the ball. You're gonna tire out this defense, but That D-line is just not letting anything get past them, man.
On either side, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I mean, we saw in that last drive, you know, the Neuqua D-line let Duckworth get loose on 2 runs. But besides that, it's been pretty chalk.
Once again, this looks to be a run up the middle.
Uh-oh,
No,
play
it's
action.
play action down the field for Woods. He's got it, and he's loose. He's ripped down by the jersey. That's number 1, Anthony Bonama with the stop. What a huge gain down the left side. And that's Josh Wins, the sophomore, at around the 10-yard line. And the Wildcats have something cooking early in the second half.
First down.
Look at that pass. Now you're right here. You're on the 9-yard line. 9 more to go. You're up by 2 scores. What more can you want? Great play.
Good call there on the play action partner. Meneke pitches it off now to Borski on the right side, trying to find some room and cut back up the middle. Instead, he is brought down, and it will result in 2nd and goal.
Can't see it too well, but it looked like a little bit of a face mask, but Neuqua offense. They're rolling, baby.
Brought down by number 57, Hurst, for a 2-yard gain.
8:38 on the clock here in quarter number 3. Wildcats looking to add on to their 6-0 lead. 2nd and goal, 8 yards away from the goal line.
You know what I love here? I love another play action. I feel like the run, as I said it before, but it's not working for them. Run the play action, catch them off guard.
Play action once again, now to the side for Grant Larkin, who's taken down near the line of scrimmage.
This is fun. I'm having a great time up here. Called the play action. The run is just not working for him. I don't know what to say. It's not. I throw the ball here again. You had that pass to Wentz. That worked.
3rd and goal.
Try it again. Test your luck.
3rd and goal. Cats lost a yard on that play. Needing 9 more yards for their 2nd touchdown of this game. Meneke out of the shotgun now. 3 wide receivers to his left. He's got Borski in the backfield with him. Meneke rolls out to his left, looking for a man. He is hit hard and brought down by number 8, Adam Sturts. That's a big loss, and it will result
Tackled by Sturts.
in 4th down.
What a hit, man. What a hit. He blew him up.
That was a hard hit, and now we might see Palmer Domschke and the field goal unit come onto the field.
Wildcats had all the momentum rolling for them to get into that end zone, but this North defense just stopped them inside in the red zone.
Domschke going to line up for the 35-yard attempt. The 5-star recruit for his first field goal of the year, set up by Sessa. The kick is up. It is good. Straight down the pipe. Palmer Domschke, the Bowling Brick native.
Making your score.
And he'll extend the lead to 9-0.
Naperville North, 0.
Great kick. Palmer, I mean, he is one of the most trusted kickers I think Neuqua Valley's ever had. Just let him kick the ball. It's going in almost every single time.
Well, I believe last year's co-special teams player of the year for the DuPage Valley Conference, so no surprise there. The 5-star recruit gets it done, gives the Wildcats another 3 on the board. They lead by a score of 9-0 now over the Huskies. 6:40 to play in quarter number 3.
You know, North, they had it rolling on offense, and then that fumble just lost all momentum, and then Neuqua almost lost all momentum after that incomplete pass. Well, after actually Meneke got sacked, but then Palmer hits the field goal. I mean, on North side, ball security, turnovers. It's just these little things that are making a huge difference in this game right now. 9 points with 6 minutes left. That is, in only the 3rd quarter, you can come back from that very easily. It's just play smart and just don't make those little mistakes like fumbling that ball. Ball security.
Well, still a lot of ball game left, partner.
A lot.
Over 18 minutes, in fact, in regulation. Domschke now on the kickoff, and he boots it long and far, and
The field goal is good.
Naperville North is just going to watch that one fly towards the spectators beyond the goalpost on the far side of the track.
Man, Palmer. That kid has a boot.
Has he got like a rocket for a foot? I mean, we've seen this kid since his freshman year on this varsity level boot that ball for the Wildcats, and I mean now he's doing it all, especially on the defensive side of the ball. The Wildcats' strong safety.
It's just astonishing to watch. I mean that was literally from where? 45-yard line, 50-yard line. That looked like that went in the uprights.
Partner, I mentioned this earlier, but I truly believe Palmer Domschke, being one of the top 20 best kickers in the nation right now from his rankings, he's got a chance to go Power 5, and there's no doubt about that with the talent that this kid has.
I could totally see him being in the Big Ten. I could totally see it. But here we go. This Neuqua Valley sideline is fired up right now.
Jonathan Bell into the game now. Surprising move. He'll look all the way downfield, and the pass is complete for La Scala just around the 40-yard line. Up the middle, Aiden Gray, the sophomore, not in anymore for the Huskies. Instead, it's the senior, Jonathan Bell, to take these snaps.
So they replace the magician with the missile instead. Look at how good of a throw that was. I mean, earlier, Aiden Gray, he has the ability to escape those pockets, but now
you making nicknames for everyone now?
Everyone. Domschke's is just the foot. The foot? That's all it is.
Bell out of the shotgun once again, fakes the handoff, and almost wrapped up in the backfield. Now he's taken down by a swarm of Wildcats. Borski and Dukovic to do the finishing touches.
I believe that was a read option. I would have gave it to Duckworth there. He had the whole right sideline wide open. I feel like that was a bad read.
And that'll be 2nd down and 10.
But still, only 2nd down 10.
2nd and 10 from their own 38 are the Huskies. Bell once again in the shotgun. 5:40 to play in quarter number 3. Snap was high, and he is sacked in the backfield.
Gotta watch those snaps.
Danny Apple off the defensive line.
Gotta watch those snaps. I played center for about 7 years before high school, and just gotta keep it low, man. Keep it consistent. You are throwing that back to the quarterback. You want to hit him right in the chest, not all the way above his head. Completely confuses the entire play.
Like you mentioned in an episode of a talk show we did earlier, the offensive line is one of, if not the most vital part of your entire team.
No, there's no debate whatsoever. The offensive line is the most vital part of your team. Without an offensive line, as one of my friends Sam told me, as we see the incomplete pass there, if you don't have a good offensive line, you do not have a good football team. That's how it works.
That pass intended for La Scala at around the 45-yard line is incomplete, and the punting team for Naperville North will come back on the field. We've seen both punting units a lot during this one.
We really have. I mean, I feel like the punters have had more time.
I mean, I've lost track of the number of times. I don't think I can count it on my fingers anymore. I don't have enough fingers to count how many times we've seen both punting units.
Yeah, man. I was expecting this, honestly, to be a little bit of a shootout. I mean, at least I'm like my prediction for the final score before this game. Of course, I thought that it was going to be a little bit lower just because, both teams love to run the ball. I was going with like 17-10, but now it doesn't even look like we're going to hit that.
Well, the Huskies still remain scoreless after punting that one away. 4:40 remaining in quarter number 3. Wildcats hold a 9-0 lead over Naperville North. Again, Dominic Liacani with Connor Burns on Neuqua Media on YouTube, neuquatv.org as well. Again, we appreciate you tuning in. Thank you so much for your viewership and supporting us. If you like what you're seeing, make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell as well to keep updated for all things Neuqua Valley here on YouTube.
I thought that we were announcers, not YouTubers. Come on now.
Well, all right. I've been mentioning that throughout the basketball season and the volleyball season.
I know. Hit that like button, subscribe, comment. Here we go.
Oh, that option does not work for Meneke. He was taken down in the backfield hard by the Huskies.
This Neuqua offensive line needs to watch. North just keeps sending the pressure, and Meneke keeps going down. I believe that's from that last drive as well. That's the second time in a row. You got to watch that outside. Maybe keep Moreno or Borski in the backfield to help block, it's just not working, man.
It's been a rough day on the ground for the Wildcats.
It really has, and honestly, I want him to throw the ball. I said earlier run, but run's not working, and when they try pass the ball, he just goes down.
Less than 4 minutes on the clock here in quarter number 3. Wildcats still lead 9-0 on their own 26, second and 15. Pass for Nonaman is complete, but he is hit hard at the 30-yard line by number 4, Callum Galpin.
I don't know how he hung on to that ball, but great catch.
Well, Nonaman, a baseball player as well. I've gotten a chance to play ball with him a few years ago, and he's a very athletic kid. He can hit the ball, and I mean he can run as well and catch. And I mean an outfielder by trait, and no wonder he's a wide receiver because the kid can fly.
I mean, I saw it right there with that catch. That kid's athletic, but 3rd and 11. What do you do here?
Well, let's see if they pass. I would pass here personally. Meneke out of the shotgun. 3rd and 11 downfield.
Oh!
Pass is dropped.
Straight through the hands. Meneke, that was a perfect ball.
That was right down the field, intended for Grant Larkin at around the 45-yard line. It was dropped, and like you said, partner, right into the hands, hit the chest of Grant Larkin.
Oh, man.
And instead of great positioning for the Wildcats, it results in a 4th and long. And once again, the punting unit out there, and Sam Horvath, the senior, gonna boot it away.
Now, we haven't been keeping track, but if you had to guess how many punts we've seen today, how many do you think? I'm going over under 10.
11, I'd say.
11?
I'd say. Horvath with a nice punt downfield. A scallop
Oh!
off his hand.
Hold on! He's got that!
Opportunity. He gets it!
He gets it!
Angelo Washington!
Wow!
Off the hands of Lascala. He was unable to control it. It'll be a Wildcat ball. Amazing field positioning. Angelo Washington slipped and fell, and he was able to corral that ball into his chest on the ground with one hand.
What a turnaround for the Wildcats, but for North, that's why you call poison. You hear the whole sideline going, poison, poison, don't return it. You let that ball drop. If it goes into the end zone, you get at the 25. If not, let your offense deal with it.
To me, you got to be thinking, what is Lascala doing there? It looked like he was reaching over his head with one hand to try to make the catch of the punt, and that just set up that to happen.
You have to let that ball go, but for Neuqua, you got to put it in the end zone here. You have to.
You have to take advantage of this, and the Wildcats catch a break. And they'll take back over here. 1st and 10 on the Husky 13. Meneke under center now. A wide receiver to either side of him. That's Carter Sessa on his left. Grant Larkin on his right. Pass up the middle, and that's off the hands of Larkin once again.
Here's my thing on this drive. After that fantastic field position, you've been in this position before. If you don't score a touchdown here, this drive is disappointing overall. You got to put it in the end zone.
They'll make it 2nd down and 10.
Well, just a few drives earlier, the Wildcats were able to put a field goal in for around 35 yards. Now they have even better field position here. And like you said, Connor, the Wildcats cannot miss out on this right here. They need to score to give themselves just even more insurance. They're up 9-0 right now.
Exactly. If you can put this in the end zone, that's a 3-score game. Ooh.
Borski on the left side. He'll get it just past the 10-yard line. Be about 3rd and 5 here. 2:35 to go in quarter number 3, and the Wildcats still up 9-0. The ball will be on the Husky 9-yard line.
Apologies, actually. If you put it in, you get 7 on this drive, then you're up 16-0, so it would be a 2-score game. But if you want to play a little bit of risk factor in there, if you go for 2, you're up by 3 scores.
That's another thing to take into account. Good call there, partner. Let's see what Ellinghaus has up his sleeve should the Wildcats punch this one into the end zone.
Yeah, no, we could talk about going for 2 or whatever, but first, it's 3rd and 6. Let's just get it in the end zone already.
Meneke out of the shotgun. A lot of wide receivers to his right, scrambling now towards the right
15.
side. He'll get through and get into the end zone. Touchdown, Neuqua Valley. It's Mark Meneke, the sophomore. His first ever touchdown on the varsity level. And he punches it in on the right side. And the Wildcats will go up 15-0 and kick the extra point.
They are rolling. Look at that. He saw nothing. So finally, Mark, he just ran it straight up the middle. Touchdown, Neuqua Valley up 15-0, and it looks like they're not going to go with my call. They go for 2. They're going to punch it in with the extra point with Domsky, but there we go. That's how you finish a drive. That's what they need to do more often.
Domsky for the extra point. He got blocked earlier, and this one is just another low line drive that finds its way in. That's the thing. That's the thing we've been seeing with Domsky. He's been working that real low, hard kick on the extra point, and this time he gets it to go. But last time he was blocked. So I don't know if that's intentional or if that's something new he's trying, or if he's just not getting enough air under it, especially when he's kicking that extra point.
Because that's my thing. That's risky, man. That is risky, especially if you have somebody tall on the other side of the ball and they just jump up. That could easily be blocked. Still, after that drive, love what I saw out of that Neuqua Valley offense.
Well, the Wildcats up now by 16. Still holding the Huskies scoreless as we get late into the third quarter. 1:53 to go. And the Wildcats up 16-0.
Hopefully we can have a pretty fun fourth quarter, as well as an end to a third quarter. We can see some scoring, man. I mean, we just saw a touchdown, but I want to see North go down the field and score here. I want to see a bit of an interesting game to end this off, you know?
That would be interesting, partner. I'd like to see that too. Let's see what the Huskies can do here if they can get it going and avoid the shutout. We're getting real late into this one. Still nothing put on the board by them.
Now, I do have one question. We've seen both quarterbacks. Who are you starting?
To me, it's got to be Aiden Gray. I love the way that he's been able to move around as that kick from Domsky almost actually makes its way into the uprights once again. But no, as I was mentioning, I really like the way that Aiden Gray has been able to maneuver the pocket. I think that when he's put under a lot of pressure, he's been able to scramble and do a good job of that. But there's just not been a lot of opportunities for Jonathan Bell to do that. But you call him the missile. I really like the way Jonathan Bell's been throwing the ball today. So it's 50-50, but to me, I would go with Gray here.
Same here. The magician, baby. Who we got out here now, though? Missile's back in.
He is Jonathan Bell out of the shotgun. 3 wide receivers to his left, 1 to his right. The handoff to Duckworth. He'll sweep it out to the left.
Look at how he cuts that corner.
And he'll gain about 8 to 9 yards on that carry.
Duckworth, the ball carrier. Tackled by Dukovic for a 9-yard gain. It'll be 2nd down and 1.
2nd and 1. Let's see the missile. I want to see some passing here. I mean, look at how Duckworth cut it to the outside there. Great run by him.
Another handoff to Duckworth, and he'll gain about 2 yards, which is good enough for a first down. And with 1:17, the Huskies able to convert.
Duckworth, the ball carrier.
Let's see if they can keep working their way down the field.
It'll be a 1st down, Naperville North.
.108 on the clock now. 16-0. Still in favor of the Wildcats. Ball on the Huskies. Own 32. 1st and 10 for them. Bell out of the shotgun. Play action, looking down the field. Fires one, and it is out of the reach of Williams on the left side. Ball bounces towards the 30-yard line, and it's incomplete.
What a play, man. I mean, this Williams trio is just so fun to watch. So close. But this Huskies offense just needs to get something rolling.
So now 2nd and 10. Wildcats trying to stop the Huskies from getting any momentum at all. And if you can hear any of the natural audio on the sideline, Coach Jason Berry saying, do not lose the energy, do not lose the energy. And I don't think this Wildcat defense has lost any of that at all. They've been on a roll, especially
Penalty on
holding the Huskies scoreless throughout this one.
the 27.
Also, what I heard him say on the sideline is per usual. When we hit the fourth quarter, the fours go up. It's that mentality. It's that fourth quarter mentality to finish this game strong. But right now, we're still in the third quarter. We got 50.4 seconds left.
It looks like there was a penalty on the Huskies, so it moves them back another 5 yards. Play action. Here's Bell going down the right side for
Diving.
Stephon Williams.
Wow!
He makes the catch at around the 50-yard line, and he's out of bounds.
What a catch! That's all I could say. He had 28 on Neuqua Valley right on him. Sheds him off to the side and gets the ball straight to him. Great catch, and he gets out of bounds to stop the clock. 43 seconds left in the third quarter.
First and 10 now for the Huskies, just into Wildcat territory. Ball on the Wildcat 48. Like you said, partner, 43 seconds to go and quarter number 3. Bell out of the shotgun, wide receivers to his left. It's a read option, and he's just going to let Duckworth run with it, and he's
There he
to
goes!
the left side. He's off to the races and dragged out of bounds by Cobb. And Peyton Matthews.
We might have something here. Hold on. As you said, a bit of an announcer jinx earlier. As you said that Coach Jason Berry was saying, don't let up this energy. And you said the energy wasn't let up, but
And the Naperville North.
the energy looks a little bit let up here. That's all I'm saying. 33 seconds left. North in scoring range.
2 big plays for the Huskies. A long pass downfield, and now the run from Duckworth, and they've set themselves up. First and 10 here. Here's the run to the left, and he will punch it in. Touchdown, Naperville North. That's number 8, Adam Sturtz.
Ball carrier.
We got a ball
And
game.
the Huskies are now finally on the board, 16-6. They're still down 10. Let's see if they can make this a 9-point game with the extra point.
Whoa, 9? You gotta go for 2 here. You gotta make it an 8-point game. Make it a 1-score game.
Looks like they are going to do that, partner, so good call. My apologies. Yeah, they're going to place this ball at the 2-yard line, and they're going to go for 2.
You have to. And if I'm them here, I know you had that throw. Run the ball again. This Neuqua defense looks tired. Abuse it. Run the ball.
21.4 seconds on the clock. Obviously, this play is not going to contribute to that, but Bell out of the shotgun. Hands it off for...
And he's in.
And he's in for the extra 2 points, and now it's a 16-8 ball game and a 1-possession game now. So we, like you said, partner, we have ourselves a ball game here from Barbaro Stadium.
It is not close to over yet.
Your score.
We still got one more quarter to play. 21.4 left in the third quarter. And then we're dancing into the fourth quarter, baby. Let's do it.
It'll be interesting to see how the Wildcats offense adjusts to that. Now, North seems to have all the momentum as we head deeper and deeper into this ball game.
Yeah, no, the momentum literally just took a complete 180 all the way over to north sideline. I mean, Neuqua offense, they scored on that last possession, but besides that, haven't been able to get too much rolling for them. North just comes out with an amazing drive. Punches it in, I believe, 4 to 5 plays. Great job.
Just under 22 seconds remain in quarter number 3. The Wildcats, who are hosting the Huskies, lead over Naperville North 16-8.
Here we go with the special teams again. I said that one of my things that I wasn't impressed with earlier was the special teams, but we've seen a complete flip around with that. Sam Horvath punting the ball great, and now we got North kicking it off.
Lucas Springer, number 21, the kicker for the Huskies, getting ready to boot it from the 40, and this kick is up and towards the left side. Dies in the wind, now taken there by Cardasessa. Goes up the middle. He's got some room dancing around a few defenders. Got some room down the sideline, and he's dragged down at around the 35.
Here we go. Here we go. It's showtime.
So that'll help the Wildcats. The morale springs back up, and they're fired up on the sideline. But they need to get something going here. 12.5 on the clock before quarter number 3 ends. But what a job there from Sessa, able to dance his way around the defenders.
Great job by Sessa, and that is the juice that Neuqua needed, man. After that great drive by Naperville North, that is the one thing they needed, and they're back.
The sophomore Mark Meneke, still the play caller right now for the Wildcats, puts a man in motion, now just hands it off up the middle for Borski, who dives his way for 2 to 3 yards up the middle.
North defense ain't messing around. That D-line is not messing around today, man. I feel like the best thing for the Wildcats to do is to throw the ball. That's what's been working for them. I mean, we saw that one pass that set them up in the red zone. But
here we are heading into quarter number 4, and you see the 4s being held up all around the field and the Wildcats sideline. Quarter number 4 of 4 coming up here as the Wildcats still lead the Huskies 16-8. And you're catching it all live here from beautiful Barbero Stadium inside the campus of Neuqua Valley High School. Dominic Liacani alongside Connor Burns on Neuqua Media on YouTube, neuquatv.org as well. We appreciate you tuning in. Connor, I just wanted to ask you quickly before we head into quarter number 4. March Madness is currently underway, and we've had a few upsets here and there yesterday and throughout the day as well. But we covered it on Wildcat Weekly yesterday with Jim Rindell's story, who's actually on the field right now playing for the Wildcats. But any bold predictions, anything that you're excited about, your thoughts about March Madness as a whole, just to have some fun before we start quarter number 4?
I should throw my bracket in a garbage can. It went down the gutter, but the Illini are taking it home this year. That's really the only prediction.
You're truly confident in that, aren't you?
Very confident.
I'm actually very confident in that as well. I have them winning in a few of my brackets.
But enough of the basketball. That's for after the game. Back to football.
Meneke out of the shotgun. 3 wide receivers to his left, 2 to his right, quickly to Grant Larkin. And they'll say he is down with the knee after he makes the catch. So he'll gain about 7 yards off the pass.
If they let him, because they marked his knee down. I think he had the knee down before he caught the ball, and then he got back up. But either way, if he got back up, I feel like that was a 15, 20-yard gain.
11:34, we're just underway in quarter number 4. Wildcats still lead the Huskies 16-8. They double the Husky score. It's 3rd and 4 on the Husky 31. Meneke out of the shotgun. Fakes the handoff. Now tries to find some room up the middle.
Whoa!
What a move from Meneke!
He stays up!
He's up! Touchdown! Neuqua Valley! Oh my goodness! The sophomore Mark Meneke does it again! Holy cow!
Wow! What a run! I know that we call Aiden Gray the magician, but we might have to switch it over to Neuqua Valley, man. What a touchdown. What a run. Breaking through tackles left and right. Just astonished.
And you want to talk about Mark Meneke there. That reminds me a heck of a lot of what Mark Gronowski did last year. So from mark to mark and the transition of the quarterback position, Meneke dances his way around defenders. Beautiful spin move at around the 10-yard line and finds his way into the end zone. And here is Paul Murdomski for the extra point. Let's see if he can get this kick up just a little bit more. He does, and it finds its way through the uprights. And the Wildcats take a 23-8 lead. There was a flag on the play.
You know, before the flag's called, you know, we discussed earlier when it was 16-8 that North is back, is, you know, 100% back in this game. They got this, but now they've made it a lot higher.
So the Wildcats fired up on their sideline. And they extend their lead here over the Huskies by a margin of 15.
Like what I'm seeing so far. This North offense has got to go down. Score right away. You only have 11 minutes. You're down by 15 right now. A lot of work to do.
So it has been exciting. Mark Meneke, his second touchdown of the day, weaving his way through defenders left and right. We saw it earlier in the first half, and he does it again here in the second. And what a job by the sophomore. Again, to adjust to this kind of level. He played freshman ball last year, and now to make that quick transition, and just how skilled he is, and to do it all on the varsity level and the quick turnaround, just being a sophomore. Very impressive.
Very impressive, and I think that this Neuqua Valley Football Club is going to have a good 2 years out of him. They still got 2 more. That's the astonishing thing. He looks like a senior out there.
Nomsky getting ready for yet another kickoff. Again, last year we usually didn't see him wearing the gloves and the long undergarments, and the long pants underneath his football pants, but he is a part of this defensive unit for the Wildcats as a strong safety and very physical player as well. Like we said earlier, he likes to be aggressive, and he's an in-your-face type of guy, but I mean, he backs up. He can walk the walk and he can talk the talk.
It's just weird to see a kicker also playing defense.
Well, that's just how athletic he is. These kicks are dying into the wind, going from left to right. That is taken by Williams, and he'll steam down the left side where he's tripped up at around the 30-yard line. So the Huskies offense will take over, and Borski and the Wildcats will come out on the defensive side of the ball.
Returned by Williams and tackled by Blendino.
Don, now that it's basically a new game, I'd say, honestly, from the first half to the second half. First half was kind of second half has been just awesome to watch. What are some things that impressed you?
Meneke, Mark Meneke, what he's been able to do, he was a little slow to start off. Maybe it was just, first varsity game jitters. He looked a little sloppy with some of the passes, but he's really picked it up, and I like what I've seen from him as Neuqua Valley will bring down the North running back on the carry for about a loss of a half a yard. But I've been very impressed with how the sophomore has started to compose himself, and he's going to have this starting job for years to come.
He will. I mean, it's just nothing but greatness from him this whole day today. I really thought that Ellinghouse was just going to slowly bring him into this, and I thought that we were just going to see a run-heavy game, pretty low scoring. But no, complete opposite.
We see him right back in, and he is taken down by Danny Apple in the backfield. This Neuqua Valley defensive line ruthless and all over the Huskies today. Aiden Gray back into the game, your magician.
Here we go. That's what I like to see. But, I might have to flip. I might have to find him a new nickname, honestly, after what's it called? Mark Meneke. He might have to take his nickname.
9:50 to go here in quarter number 4, and in regulation, the Wildcats hold a 15-point lead over the Huskies. 23-8 is our score. 3rd and 14. Ball on the Huskies 23. Gray out of the shotgun. Now rolls off to his right, trying to find a man downfield. Fires, and it's too low. Good defense there from Peyton Matthews to lock up his man. And it'll force the Huskies into a 4th down situation.
4th down, they got a punt again this game. I think that if Neuqua puts up one more score on the board, that we can call it quits.
I agree with you there, partner. For sure, absolutely, no doubt about that. I think the Wildcats, like you said, can just punch one more in. I think it's safe to say we can call ball game.
We can. I mean, you somewhat can right now, but you don't knock out wood. You don't want to get ahead of yourself.
9 minutes, 32 seconds is still a lot of time, my friend. Let's see if the Huskies can turn something around, but they have not been able to really get anything going on offense until late in the 3rd quarter when they finally punched one in. Springer, he can't handle the snap. Ball is loose. And the Wildcats take over at around the 11-yard line. Lucas Springer, the kicker and junior on this Huskies football team, unable to handle the hard snap from the long snapper. And the Wildcats are going to have tremendous field positioning here and once again have a chance to add on.
Well, that just changed everything. Now it's going to make it a lot easier for these Wildcats to close out this game.
Well, when you're on your opponent's 12-yard line with 9:27 to go in the fourth and you're up by 15, it'll make it a heck of a lot easier. Borski trying to find a hole towards the left side after taking the handoff, and he is finally taken down. And a resultant second down. So 9 minutes on the clock now remaining in regulation. Wildcats lead over the Huskies 23-8. 2nd and 8 here. Ball on the Huskies 10. The Wildcats looking to punch one more in and secure a huge lead over Naperville North. Menike out of the shotgun. 3 wide receivers to his right, 2 to his left.
Watch the rollout to the right side.
Noneman, Larkin, and Wenz to the left of Menike. Takes the snap. He looks to the left side. That pass is dropped. Carter Sessa on the left side was towards that left side near
Menike's pass incomplete.
end zone marker, and he is unable to make the catch.
I think if he catches that ball and turns around, that's 6. But one more shot at the end zone, 3rd and 8. If not, kick the field goal.
Do you think it'd be smart for the Wildcats just to try to get that first down, or do you think they just go for it here since there's not too much room to work with the first down and the goal line?
It's 2 yards. It's 2 yards between the first down and the goal line. I mean, if you go there and you get stopped on the 1, it is what it is. But I think what they're going to do here is run the ball and try and get closer to the middle of the field. So that's an easy field goal attempt.
It's pitched out to the right. Borski trying to find some room.
Come on.
Works his way around. He dives. Does he have the touchdown? He's just short at the 1-yard line. He dove for it. And he hit down the end zone marker, but his knee hit at around the 1-yard line. But it's 1st and goal now for the Wildcats with just a yard to work with, and that really should be all they need. Hopefully just a punching in up the middle with Borski.
I like what I'm seeing right now. All you got to do is just punch that ball in that end zone. In this game, it's basically over.
8:05 to go in regulation, and in quarter number 4, Wildcats still lead by 15, looking to put one more in on the Husky 1. Menike under center. Jaden McGee in the backfield. He's going to try and put it in, running for it, and he does not have it. He's short. He gains about a half a yard. No, they're going to say he'll not gain anything at all or lose anything. They'll stay in the exact same spot, unable to pass that line of scrimmage.
That was close. I mean, honestly, do it again. Why not? Keep trying to punch it in, or that one play that we had earlier where he faked it to the fullback and then he flipped it outside. Love to see that right here. Fake him up the middle and then flip it to the outside.
Menike and the boys trying to go to work one more time here. 7:07 remaining in quarter number 4. Handoff, McGee, end zone. Touchdown, Neuqua Valley. Once again, it's Jaden McGee for the Wildcats. And the sophomore with his first ever varsity touchdown.
All I can say is drive home safely, Naperville. This ball game is over.
There's not a lot of time to work with, especially if you're the Huskies, so if you can make this a 22-point game here and Domschke can pound this one through, I think it's safe to say that there just isn't enough time on that clock for the Huskies to work with.
No, there's not. 6:57 is not enough.
Oh, that is another blocked extra point attempt. Palmer Domschke, no time to work with the line.
By Corrigan, your score.
And it's still 29-8.
Naperville North. 8.
Second time Domschke has been blocked this afternoon.
I don't know what's happening with this field goal team in Neuqua's.
I don't know, partner. Maybe we saw 2 extra point attempts. The one extra point attempt I really liked. It just looked like a straight missile, but it wasn't low like the other ones. It was nice and high and crisp through the uprights. These last 2 have they've looked crisp, but they haven't had the backspin on it, and they've just been bullets straight towards the bottom post. So I don't know if Domschke just isn't feeling it from the extra point line today or what's going on there, but it hasn't been a good day for him there.
I don't even know if I would blame him. I just feel like it's more of a problem with the blocking.
Yeah, I agree with that too. I don't think he's got any time really at all with the line blocking on special teams. I agree with you on that.
Well, here's the issue. It's not supposed to, on special teams, kicking a field goal, it's not supposed to be his time. That offensive line, it is their job on that play. Palmer, he'll do his thing. He'll make it almost every single time. I'll guarantee you that.
Yeah, he's got the boot for it. I mean, right now, folks, I'm going to call it right now. You're about to see him put one to about the 10-5 yard line. I mean, if there wasn't any wind blowing in his face, he'd be able to put it like we saw earlier into the opposition's end zone, past the end zone. I mean, he can make a field goal from this spot, ladies and gentlemen. So, I mean, he's got the boot for it.
Look at that.
And look at that. Yeah, he puts it right around the 10-yard line, and that wind just holds it back, and it's returned here by the Huskies. And that'll be number 8, Adam Sturtz, who had the touchdown earlier for Naperville North. He'll be taken down at around the 35-yard line.
You know, I saw a huge hole across the middle. I feel like on North, that could have been something. He had literally the entire field was just green grass in the middle of the field. He could have had a bigger return, I believe, but Neuqua crashed on that very well. Back onto this Neuqua defense out there again. This defensive line, all I got to say is keep that energy up. I mean, you're up by 21.
Aiden Gray back out there to go to work 1st and 10 on their own 35. Gray with the screen pass. Duckworth bobbles it, now picks it back up. And he'll go down the field for a gain of around 2 yards. Boy, that pass was high. He tipped it in the air with one hand and brought it back down. So nice athletic play by him.
You know what I saw? I saw Lane. He was on the right side.
Lane Jenkins.
Yeah. And he goes up and he hits the quarterback. And then he hit him a little bit too hard. So then he apologized to him so that the ref didn't throw the roughing the passer.
6:42 to go here in quarter number 4. 2nd and 7 for the Huskies on their own 38. Wildcats lead 29-8. Gray out of the shotgun. He'll throw downfield. He'll find Williams just in front of the first down marker. And it'll be 3rd and 1.
I feel like they are having a little bit of fun out there because Jenkins is on the D-line. I wouldn't expect him to be on the D-line, more as a linebacker instead. But
well, the Wildcats usually only play 3 guys on the line. You got the nose guard and Sam Applebaum, and you see Lane Jenkins as well as Danny Apple, the defensive ends. Gray with another short pass.
Look at Lane, he's everywhere.
Intended for Williams, and I think he just reaches out and gets that first down.
Grabs that first down, but I mean, honestly. Jenkins, you see him, he was over by the quarterback right away, runs over, gets the receiver. Love the athleticism out of him.
Just under 6 to play here in quarter number 4. Gray back out of the shotgun looking downfield, trying to find some room up the middle. Scrambles now to his left, around the 40-yard line, sets and throws, and it is caught downfield by La Scala. A huge hit from Palmer Domschke to bring him down at the 35-yard line.
Did you see what the quarterback did there? Is he walked into the pocket and he stopped, so that the the defense kind of condensed on him, thought that he was running it, and then he went back out again and threw
smart,
it.
Yeah. I like that play. And not only was his lineman able to buy him enough time, but he was able to step back and set his feet and throw. I really like that play there from Gray.
That is one thing that we have not touched on too much. This North offensive line has looked pretty good. And
Gray
as I
under
say that,
pressure once again. He'll run towards his right and just go out of bounds for a gain of around 5.
Magic. The magician. he might be making a comeback right now. 5:22 left.
That stops the clock. Still 29-8 our score in favor of the Wildcats.
Gray, the ball.
2nd and 5.
Hurried out of bounds by McGee.
Ball on the Wildcat 30.
For a gain of 4, it is 2nd down and 6.
And I believe we have a timeout here. So with the timeout, we'll take a short break again. Dominic Leacounty, Connor Burns here on Neuqua Media on YouTube, NeuquaTV.org as well. The Cats playing host of the Huskies, and they lead 29-8. Well, 5:22 left here on the clock here in quarter number 4. 29-8 in favor of the Wildcats. They lead over the Huskies. And we welcome you back to Neuqua Media on YouTube, NeuquaTV.org as well. 2-6 here for the Huskies. Back is Gray on his own 30. That pass is Stephon Williams up the middle. Touchdown, Naperville North. A beautiful dot towards the middle of the field, and Stephon Williams able to haul it in, and North puts another one on the board.
That is the magician that they've been waiting for this entire game. Finally, perfect throw straight into the end zone.
They're going to go for 2 once again. Try to make this a 29-16 game. No, excuse me. They're just going to kick the field goal. Looked like they were going to go for 2 there, but instead they set up just for the field goal. First time we've seen Lucas Springer take one of these today. Snap is high and it's set, and they're able to get it off. It is good. I'm surprised that the kick even caught off, but he pounds it through the uprights. That was a very high snap and a delayed set and hold, but I mean, Lucas Springer able to do his thing and put it straight through the uprights, and it is a 29-15 game, so 14-point game. And Huskies just need 2 touchdowns to tie it potentially.
2 scores in 5 minutes and 15 seconds. The odds are against them, but
it could be done. It can be done, absolutely.
It's possible. They really need their defense to step up here. Honestly, you know what's not out of the blue? I could totally see an onside kick right here.
Good call. It might happen. Maybe it's a little early for that, but time is not on the Huskies' side right now. We had thought. I mean, you had thought that this game was wrapped up, you know. But there's still a good amount of time on the clock, partner. Just over 5 minutes, and with the Huskies trailing by 14, I wouldn't be surprised to see an onside kick here. I mean, they're gonna have to if they want any chance of winning this one, and they need the ball back fast.
Extremely fast. Looks by the way they're setting it up.
Yeah, they're going to go for that onside kick. Lucas Springer getting it set up.
This basically decides the game right here.
Let's see if Naperville North can cause some chaos on the right side of the field. Springer. It's right into the hands of the Neuqua Valley Wildcat, and taking it around their own 45.
That was close. As you saw him when it first came up to him. He fumbled it a little bit, but he did end up falling on it. Saved himself.
That was Colt Dukovic who was able to scoop it up after. It was a harder onside kick than I had anticipated to be. It just looked like it went right into the middle of that Wildcat crowd on the right side. But Dukovic able to gain control. The Wildcats take over. And Mark Meneke, the sophomore, goes to work once again from his own 46 with 5:14 remaining. He's under center with McGee in the backfield and Larkin to his right, Sessa to his left. It'll be a handoff to McGee, who is taken down hard by number 40, Dane Sau.
McGee, the ball.
What a hit!
Tackled by Sau.
And we have a timeout taken by the Huskies. So again, we'll take another short break. Wildcats up by 14 here with 5:09 to play.
Timeout.
Meneke and the boys from Neuqua Valley go back to work on their own 44, 2 and 12. Out of the shotgun, Meneke finds Grant Larkin, who tries to step around a defender, and he'll make the catch at around the 47, scampers past the 45.
I'm surprised that they're throwing the ball.
For Larkin.
I am too. You would think that they would want to keep it on the ground, but he found a good opportunity there. That was a risky pass, but Grant Larkin able to use that athleticism.
A gain of 12, and that'll be a Neuqua Valley first down.
And a bunch of guys on the Wildcat sideline were trying to signal first down because they weren't moving the chains.
Now they do. And also, I mean, the thing about throwing the ball, it's not really for clockies. I mean, obviously, you get stopped inbounds. The clock's still running right now, 4:54 and counting. But it's more just about ball security. That could be, you could easily throw an interception. You have a lot less risk at running the ball instead of passing.
4:42 on the clock. Wildcats from the Husky 44, 1st and 10. Meneke under center. McGee in the backfield with him. Takes a snap. Run up the middle. McGee will gain a few yards and be brought down by the pile.
Ball carrier McGee, tackled by.
Love the gang tackling that I'm seeing out of North. They are not letting up, even though the scoreboard may look a little bit lopsided. They're not giving up in this game.
Which will make it 2nd and 8.
Second down, 8 yards to go now, and I believe yet another timeout has been called. So take another quick short break. Wildcats still lead by 14 here, 4:26 to go in this one. And the Wildcats still lead over the Huskies. Back here after the timeout, the Wildcats still lead over the Huskies 29-15. If you're just tuning in, we're about 4 minutes, 26 seconds away from wrapping this one up. 2nd and 8 for the Wildcats on the Huskies 42. Meneke under center, puts Larkin in motion. Back over to a tight end spot on the right, and it's pitched off to Borski.
Stay in bounds, stay in bounds.
And he will stay in bounds. The clock will continue to run with just under 4 minutes and 20 seconds to go in the 4th.
Smart play, Trey. I was watching the whole time because I knew that he knew I cannot go out of bounds and let that clock stop. 3rd and 8. All I'm saying in equal is don't be too risky right here. You don't want to give them a pick. You don't want to give them a sack. Give them better field advantage. Just be smart.
Now under 4 minutes to play in regulation. Wildcats still lead by 14. 3rd and 6. Ball on the Husky 40-yard line. Wildcats really running out that clock.
Looking like a run here just to get some more time off. And
Yep. Oh, the flag. I think that's going to be a delay of game, and it will be. So delay of game on the Wildcats. Moves them back 5 yards. Will obviously be accepted by the Huskies.
What do you think the percentage is that North comes back right now? 29-15 our score.
Well, we're moving into the deepest parts of the ball game right now, and with just over 3 minutes and 30 seconds to go, it's slim to none right now, Connor. There's a 10% chance that North comes back, in my opinion. It looked like a run there, but it was faked, and it's going to go downfield for Josh Wenz.
And that stops the clock, too. I know we're talking about football, but it's March. It's March Madness. Anything can happen. Let's see what they can do.
Well, let's see if the Huskies can make a March Madness-esque comeback here against the Wildcats. Odds are not in their favor right now, but Horvath is going to come out here for another try at a punt. And he'll take the snap and boot it away.
One thing that would really help him is a good return.
Trickles out of bounds. Lascala was the one who forced the turnover earlier after the punt and gave the Wildcats that terrific field advantage, or field positioning, at around the 10-yard line. He just decides not to mess with that one, however, and that's smart. It was going to go out of bounds, and he had men in pursuit anyways. So the Huskies take over here in their own end on the 16-yard line. Now on the 15-yard line, excuse me. They move it back a yard.
The one thing that you have to watch here is that this Neuqua defense does not get tired. This North offense is going to try and run down the field. It's going to be a rush offense the entire way. We just got to see if this Neuqua defense, specifically that defensive line, can keep up with them. Because what North needs right now is they need a touchdown, then they need to get the extra point. They need to score this in quick time, get the extra point, and score again to tie up this game. Let's see what happens.
Jonathan Bell back into the game. Out of the shotgun, will scramble to his right. Wildcats in hot pursuit of him. The pass is caught at the 21-yard line by Lascala. That hurry-up offense for the Huskies is going to go to work here as that clock continues to run.
Love that pass right there, and Neuqua is sending the pressure with a blitz. I don't think we're going to see one here. Maybe aired out deep.
2nd and 5. Ball on their own 20-yard line. Bell is sacked! And that's number 4, Lane Jenkins. That is huge for the Wildcats.
Wow. He was about, here's the thing, too. They were about to air it out deep. They had every single guy running Hail Mary, basically. But Lane Jenkins just shuts it down, and honestly, North looks like they lost the emotion while this Neuqua sideline is hyped up.
Coach Berry getting them going. 3rd and long here for the Huskies. Bell out of the shotgun once again, being pressured, looking all the way downfield for Williams. That pass is long and off the fingertips of defender Peyton Matthews for the Wildcats, who was around the 50-yard line. But it'll be 4th and long, and that really does it here for any hope of a comeback for the Huskies.
Unless if somehow they can get a prayer on this 4th down chance. That's basically their last chance.
2:13 left in regulation. Wildcats still lead by 14. 4th and long. No punt here from the Huskies. Jonathan Bell out of the shotgun. Takes the snap with one hand. Looks way downfield. That pass is... Oh, it's caught! What a catch!
Wow!
That's Williams! Oh my goodness! Just beyond the 45-yard line. What a grab!
They are not going anywhere. We still got a ball game. Don't go anywhere. 2:05 left. Let's see if Naperville North can put this in the end zone.
Naperville North, first down.
Flags are thrown. And do we have an offside? Or a neutral zone infraction?
Called on Neuqua Valley.
We had an offside. It's called on the Wildcats. That does not help. Now 1st and 5. 1:59 to play in quarter number 4. The Wildcats still lead by 14, but don't count North out just yet after that terrific catch from Williams downfield. Bell scrambling after taking it from the shotgun. He's going downfield, but it's over the head of Williams in the end zone. I don't think the wind helped on that throw at all.
Williams has got to keep his foot on the gas there. Keep running. He stopped for a second. If he didn't stop for that second, that's a touchdown.
1:45 to play now. 2nd and 5. The ball is on the Wildcats' 41-yard line. And you're happy about something because Creighton just beat.
Oh, my bracket has been so bad so far. I'm sorry.
Creighton has just beat UCSB by a final score of 63-62. So that was a close one.
That was a close one. Other wins that we have in March Madness, because I know that a lot of you guys are watching this, hoping to go and watch some college basketball after. We got Colorado this morning beating Georgetown. Florida State over UNC Greensboro. Kansas over Eastern Washington. Thank God I have Kansas in my championship game. And then I have LSU over St. Bonaventure. Michigan, obviously, over Texas Southern. And then right now we have Creighton over USBC, and then live scores. Alabama versus Iona, the 2 versus the 15. Score right now, 58-46. Bama is up.
I have Bama in one of my brackets. I have them in the Final Four.
I've done the Final Four, and one more score before we get back to football. USC is up on Drake, 47-40.
That's interesting.
Now let's see the end of this football game.
1:45 on the clock. 2nd and 5, ball on the Wildcat 41.
Looks like some confusion out there.
They're gonna. I think they're looking. The refs are looking at the scoreboard. Not sure exactly what's going on. No, one referee's having a chat with defensive coordinator Jones on the sideline just to make sure everything's okay. Not sure exactly what's going on here.
Just confusing. Up. Now they reset the clock to 1:54.
So that's what the confusion was for.
And now we have a timeout.
So that's interesting. Neuqua Valley maybe just trying to ice the Huskies after that confusion. But once again, we have another timeout. We'll take a short break. Wildcats up 29-15 with 1:54 to play here in quarter number 4. Well, we're finally about set to get underway once again. And this Wildcat sideline is hyping up the team and the crowd. 1:54 on the clock. Wildcats up by 14. 2nd and 5 for the Huskies in Wildcat territory on their 41.
Here we go. Minute 54. Can they pull this off? This would be huge.
Jonathan Bell out of the shotgun, scrambling up the middle. He is taken down by Sam Applebaum and Jaden McGee. Good defense from the Wildcats, and the offensive line and the linebackers team up to take down Naperville North's quarterback.
Could we be seeing an end here
3rd and 4.
to what was the Naperville North comeback? Here we go.
Out of the shotgun once again is Bell on 3rd down. He finds Williams on the right side, and he makes the catch at the 35-yard line.
They are not going away just yet. Give it time, give it time.
Bell's pass complete to Williams. Tackled by Domsky.
Clock continues to run. 1:15 on the clock. Screen pass from Bell out of the shotgun. Finds Williams on the left side, who is dragged out of bounds at around the 32-yard line.
Bell's pass complete to Williams.
Minute 7. I mean,
Cobb.
it definitely is possible. But this drive, at first, they were starting off quick, and now it seems like they kind of slowed down a little bit. On this play right here, 2nd and 4, excuse me. I'm going for a shot at the end zone.
Out of the shotgun is Bell. 1:07 on the clock. Claps his hands. Now goes to his left, looking for Williams down the field.
That's a
and
catch.
he makes the catch.
And I saw their play design there on the top of your screens, folks. What they did is they had somebody go out for a screen. They were waving their hands around, acting like they were open, but actually he was targeting the left sideline. Very smart play call.
Now under a minute to go. 1st and 10 on the Wildcat 14. Huskies not looking to go down without a fight. Bell still out of the shotgun with Duckworth to his left. I'm surprised they haven't used him as much as they have today. Bell downfield, but that pass is deflected and goes on the other side of him.
Bell's pass tipped by Jenkins. That'll make it 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 now, still on the Wildcat 14. 54.8 to go in regulation. Bell still out of the shotgun. 2 wide receivers to either side of him. And he's got Duckworth in the backfield with him as well.
Gotta put this in quick.
Wildcats still up by 14. The snap. Bell looking up the middle. That pass is broken up and it's no good.
I don't know who he was looking to throw to there. He threw it straight into the middle of 3 Neuqua defenders. That was just a bad. I think he was trying to throw it away, but still the wrist there almost was intercepted.
Really no man open for Bell to throw to, and I think he's just looking down the field to try and make something happen.
He just wanted to get it out of his hands, but honestly, if you're going to do that, I'd hit the sidelines and then throw it out of bounds.
3rd and 10 still on the Wildcat 14. 50.2 seconds to go. Bell out of the shotgun once again, looking towards his right. That pass almost intercepted by Trey Borski, just out of his hands, and he had a lot of green grass in front of him to run towards that end zone, but instead it's incomplete, so he breaks it up.
4th and 10. This is their last chance. If not, Neuqua's going to need the ball. Game is over. Let's just see what happens here, folks. If they score here, their win possibility goes up a lot. Let's see what happens.
5 more yards for the end zone, so the Huskies need 15 yards here. You can hear the crowd. They are standing. Bell looking. Scrambles. Gets the ball away. It is. Oh! It deflects into the hands of Williams in the end zone. Oh, my goodness. How did that happen?
Wow. That feels like 2013 Auburn versus Georgia with 30 seconds left. Throws it deep. Tipped off. Caught, touchdown. They still got time. 37.2 seconds. And right now, if they get this in, If this extra point's good, they're only down by 7. Hold on.
This is a huge extra point here because potentially if the Huskies, as the extra point, it's up. It looks squibbed, but it's good. There's a little squeaker in there. They get it in. Now the Wildcats just up by 7, 29-22. 37 seconds on the clock, and that was huge because you didn't want to put any pressure on your offense to go for 2 and have to tie it.
This is it. This is the ball game right here. This play. I know I've been saying it a lot recently, because a lot of plays come down to the end. If North gets this onside kick,
if they can recover this, boy, did the Huskies have a shot. And the trio of Williams is at the wide receiver positions for the Huskies have been lethal all game long, and the combination of Duckworth on the ground, it's going to be tough, but the Huskies have a great shot. Now, if they can execute this.
Here we go. Folks, if I'm kicking this, I want to go. I feel like what didn't really help him is he tried to go near him last time. You want to go far side line.
Let's see if they can execute the onside kick. Husky sideline ready to go. It's a bouncer, but it's recovered by Peyton Matthews, who pounces on it. And that should do it. The Wildcats just need to hold on to the ball here for 36 more seconds, and they will walk away with a Week 1 win.
Bye, Neuqua Valley. Thank you for having us. Everybody drive home safely. Bye-bye, Naperville.
That onside kick, it just wasn't really even close to that far side too much. It looked like he didn't get it. Lucas Springer didn't get it exactly where he wanted it.
Yep.
And Peyton Matthews just jumped all over it, and Wildcats just going to knee it here. Get in victory formation, boys. You're walking home with a Week 1 win.
1-0.
Strong start for the Wildcats. Manicky with the knee. Going to let the clock run. Might just need one more of those to secure the W. A timeout is going to be taken by the Huskies.
Here's my thing, right? I've been seeing a lot of rumors about this. It's been talks for years. I feel like the onside kick should be changed.
It looked like a timeout was going to be taken by the Huskies. Yep, and they are. I saw the official signal timeout and pointed towards the Naperville North side of the field, but I wasn't exactly sure. No one was really moving. And the Huskies are just going to stay put while the Wildcats just talk things over here, make sure that they execute the knee correctly.
Here's my thing about the onside kick is what I want to talk about. There's been a lot of ideas just in football in general to change it to instead one shot at the end zone from your 15-yard line. I like that a lot more. But
Manicky takes the knee.
That's it.
And that's going to do it.
Taken again by Manicky.
Neuqua Valley and the Wildcats are going to take home a Week 1 victory. They defeat the Naperville North Huskies by a final score of 29-22. And what a game.
Please exit the stadium through the same gate you entered and have a safe drive.
What a game, Connor. The Wildcats started to run away with it at the end, and then a miraculous catch in the end zone by the Huskies set us up for a do-or-die onside kick.
They died on that onside kick, but honestly, it was just fun to watch. I had a great time watching this game. Thank you for letting me commentate with you, and we're going to be back in the future as well.
Yeah, get ready. 2 weeks from now, we will have another live broadcast of Neuqua Valley football here from Barbero Stadium. Again, thank you so much for tuning in. So far, our entire crew here at Neuqua Media, thank you so much to our camera operator, Sarah Marston, for joining us and helping us out, as well as a huge special thank you to Miss Lisa Trout. And for Connor Burns, I am Dominic Leacani saying so long, everyone. Thank you so much for tuning in. Have a safe and great weekend, everyone.